houses and build rental income. Don't miss this opportunity. Come to a complimentary live 2-hour workshop this week right here in the Tampa area and learn how to start making money flipping homes and building long-term wealth with rental properties. To get 2 free tickets, text INVEST to 64,000. Text in the next 10 minutes, and registrants will also receive a free copy of our Funding for Deals guide. Text INVEST to 64,000 for 2 complimentary tickets. Text INVEST to 64,000.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go.
All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. We're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real fast, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
When they see me outside, send them running straight back to the dealership. Me, I'm in my spaceship. That's right, I work for NASA. This FNH is not a fraud. Call that my bodyguard. Call that the bodyguard. Yeah, that's my bodyguard.
Something about a Monday where the Buccaneers play football, it just feels a little bit better.
Do you feel torn?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. It's funny. I kind of, I wanted to point that out because I don't know how much you heard at the time, but I was trying to remember. It wasn't last year that we had the Lions. Did we have the Lions last year in the playoffs?
In the playoffs, yeah.
It was last year. God, it feels like 2 years ago. I won't say that I was torn, but there's something undeniable when you grow up in a place like Michigan and you watch a tortured fan base barely be able to even win games for decades on top of decades. And then you leave. And here's the thing. I didn't grow up. Our household was not a football household. Like, football would be on the TV on Sundays, but I don't remember vividly owning Lions gear as a kid. I don't remember. We went to one game, I think, the entire time that I grew up in Michigan, so it wasn't quite the same. And during that playoff run, it was a whole bit for 2 weeks saying, who's John going to pick? And I wouldn't say that I was torn at all, but you just go, I would feel good for the fan base if they were to make it to the Super Bowl. Even that much is gone from me now. I don't really – I can appreciate what they've been through, but there is not an ounce of me that is rooting for anything good to happen to the Detroit Lions.
Good.
Jared Goff, sweet guy. Aiden Hutchinson, he's a dude that played for Michigan, lives in Michigan, now plays for the Detroit Lions. There's worse teams out there for sure, but my soft spot for the Detroit Lions is very, very small. I am ride or die for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we get an opportunity in prime time tonight on Monday Night Football to put a whooping on that ass on the Detroit Lions, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's a great time. You know, some people dread Mondays. They talk about the Sunday scaries. I don't know how real they are, but there is something about when the Bucs play on Monday Night Football. It really does take the sting of a Monday off. It makes it almost feel, I would encourage anybody out there to treat this day, even though we all have to work, a little bit more like a weekend. Maybe get home, make something fun. Maybe pour yourself a cocktail on a night you wouldn't normally do. Let a Monday night feel a little bit like a Saturday night or a Sunday afternoon, and just enjoy yourself. It's always nice to have something to look forward to early on in the week.
Yeah, you said it exactly. It's now we have a great game to look forward to tonight, and I'm pumped. I'm going to do exactly what you said. I'm going to get something special, get some food going. I'm heading over to the Ian's watch party.
To the dignitary party, dude. I've been going back and forth, not only with myself but with my wife all this morning, trying to figure out if we're going to make it. I do not believe that we're going to make it, and I need to tell Mr. Ian Beckles that as well. I looked at the place, dude. That place looks legit.
I heard they have a pool at it.
Dude, look, I didn't know what. At first, when I saw the flyer that he was sending out to people, I just assumed that it was at the cafe, and then I started reading more into it, and then I look at the place. I'm like, damn, this is a rooftop badass bar that Ian Beckles is holding this. So yes, go out there, have a couple for me as well. By the way, this is Senning Show. Okay. My name is John Senning. He is Dizzy. Find a way to interact with the program. We love to hear from you. I already see some people getting on the phone lines. You can do the same. 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor on X and Instagram. And one of the greatest things you could do is watch the program. You go to YouTube, look up 1025 The Bone, and you'll see Senning Show live. Shout out to the 150 people that are in there right off the get. Ryan Burris, Pillow Pants, Julio Taravero Jr., Stephanie May, Vanessa, lots of ladies up in here. Soda Kid 80. I think that Soda Kid. I think I know who he is. Soda Kid, hit me up in the comments. I think he may be a rapper from Sarasota who's actually really good. Danny G, LSD Dreams, the most controversial figure in the chat room. Thank you to everybody who gets in there, and you can do the same. So hop on it, would you? At 1:30, our buddy Ben Ruda. He is a big part of the Tease operation. I was going to say he's going to announce it, but I'm not going to lie. They're already running the commercials on the radio station. So we're going to talk about a exciting new contest where you will be able to just do something very, very simple that incorporates Teasa, and it could win you a cabin on the Calta cruise. So it's that simple. Teasa is obviously very near and dear to my heart, not only as a product, but they've just been riding with me for a very long time, and I love them. And Ben and Caroline were at the Runarounds on Saturday night.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I'm super excited to not only announce the big contest where you can win a
cabin at the
cabin on the Calta cruise, but you can also hear Ben Ruda's review of the Runarounds. It was so funny because he was texting Drew and I like pictures and updates the whole time, and I don't know if you saw the video he posted on Instagram, but they were just jamming, and he tagged Drew and said, "Bend the knee, Drew Garabo," which I thought was pretty damn funny.
Do you think Drew finished any more episodes since we last talked? I think he was on 2.
Probably not. I don't think so. And truthfully, if I want him to love the band, I don't know that he should. I don't know that he should finish any more episodes. I did want to mention a couple things to you. I don't know how much viewing you got in over the weekend, but have you been seeing the previews for this Perfect Neighbor on Netflix?
No.
Dude, to anybody out there, and I know you're on your, we haven't even really touched on the fact that you're on your true crime tip right now.
Yeah.
I feel very honored that you're getting into true crime documentaries. Once we get you good and prepped up for that, you're going to be ready to make your segue to true crime podcast. But dude, this Perfect Neighbor documentary, I think almost, if it's not 100%, it's 99.999% all done with nothing but body cam footage.
Oh.
And we covered the story a lot when it was breaking and unfolding in Ocala. It happened up in Ocala, and without giving you all the spoilers, but it's also a huge news story, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything really because it's just a thing that happened. There's this woman who lives in this neighborhood. It is part of the storyline to explain she is a white woman living in a predominantly black neighborhood.
Okay.
And she has like a lot that doesn't belong to anybody right next to her apartment. And the kids are always playing in this lot.
Okay.
And she's constantly calling the cops. So this documentary is mostly just body cam footage after body cam footage after body cam footage
Of the cops, like, talking to her,
of the
or-
cops showing up because she calls them because the kids are playing in the lot next to her house. The cops are over it. They're at some point they're just like, here's the deal. These are kids. They could be out there robbing people, causing trouble, like they're playing football, you know.
Yeah.
If they bother you directly, call us back. I'm deciding whether or not I want to give away the whole thing. Should I give away the point of it?
I feel like you already walked us up to the
I mean,
line,
and again, like
so-
I said, this was a news story that was covered very heavily. I know that I talked about it a bunch in John's Joints. So one day, it gets super heated between her and one of these kids, and she throws a pair of roller skates at a kid who's out like playing in this side yard. So the kid, of course, and you never find out if this actually happened. The kid claims that this lady is ultimate Karen. If I'm a Karen, this lady's something else. Super Karen.
She's the final boss.
Dude, she
Karen.
really is the final boss of Karens. So he says, this kid, he's probably 11 years old. She says that, or he says that the lady stole her tablet. He had his tablet somewhere out there and she had taken it.
Okay.
So he goes over to his mom and says, you know, she threw roller skates at me and she took my tablet. So the mom goes over there to confront this woman, rightfully so, and is pounding on the door. This psycho bitch fires a gun through the door and kills the mom.
Yeah, I think I remember the story now.
Yeah. It was a pretty well covered story.
Yeah.
It is one of the hardest watches I think I've ever watched in my entire life. Riveting, interesting, you know, the element of how it all unfolded and it all being body cam footage. It was as I don't know the proper word to use, but I'll just say it was as hard of a watch as I've ever watched in my entire life.
I imagine that kid fell all the blame.
Well, dude, it's like, I'm just giving away the whole show now. I'm sorry. But again, if you really want to see it, you're going to see it. But like, so, you know, the mom gets shot. They take her away in the ambulance. So then it's all body cam footage. All the families are kind of outside and the cops get the word that she passed. So there's this ongoing extended scene where the kid's dad show up and then the dad has to tell all the kids. And I mean,
man.
it is, Danielle and I are sitting there, not just welling up, like we are sobbing watching this show. I mean, it was horrifically heart-wrenching. I just started by what a great show it was, and I'm making it sound like something you should never ever watch. But it's a crazy. I guess it won a bunch of awards at the Sundance Film Festival or something. Probably the only documentary that long that I've ever seen put together with nothing but body cam footage. It has dates, and that's it. Like all you get is dates, and there's some voices that you hear, but I read after the fact those were all taken from interviews with the police. Like nothing is like sitting down in a room like a normal documentary would be. It's very, very interesting and very, very sad.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. It just came out too. I spoiled it right when it came out. So I really didn't even give anybody the weekend to watch it because I think it came out on Thursday or Friday of last week. But it is The Perfect Neighbor is just a wild, wild story. And it happened in Marion County up near Ocala.
Got to add to the list. I'm almost done. The Devil Inside, I think it's called.
The Devil Inside.
It's on Peacock. It's the, what's his face?
Devil.
John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, yeah. The Devil in Disguise.
Devil in Disguise. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's another one on Peacock that you should check out too. Hold on. I want to make sure I have the name right.
The Devil Inside is a reenactment. So it's
Yeah.
not. It's
Oh, it
not.
is?
It's
Okay.
not. It's not like a series of like real interviews. It goes through the story, and then at the end they do a nice little touch where they add the real footage, kind of like the stuff you just saw that we reenacted. Here's the real footage, and you go, "Oh my god!"
Sometimes reenactments get me, like you know what I mean. So sometimes they're good, and other times I think they're really bad when you're watching like a Forensic Files or like a show, and there's just really, really bad. It's almost like it's not even meant to really show you what's going on. It's almost like the people are like shadowy figures.
Yeah.
But the other one on Peacock that you need to check out is Southern Fried Lies, which was a wild, wild story. And I, for whatever reason, will not give you spoilers on that. But it has to do with a guy, this kind of hillbilly dude, I think from Arkansas, who won the lottery and everything that happened to him afterwards. And let's just say people may have not done right by the guy.
Southern Fried Lies and The Perfect Neighbor. I'm jotting it down because I need some stuff to watch besides tonight. Because I'm watching Bucks games tonight.
You're booked tonight. We're all booked tonight. Senning Show. You're live on the air. What's up?
Hi, John. Hi, Div. I have a quick question.
Lay it on me, baby. Who's this?
Tara, as horrible as that lady was, she was balding and Karen. But with the right lawyer, you think she would have got off?
Dude, that is so insane that you say that because they don't say anything about her lawyer. And when she goes into to those interrogations, all I kept saying is, where is her lawyer? All I could think was, where is the lawyer? Yes, I absolutely, I 110% believe if she would have had a great lawyer, she would have got off. And I didn't remember. I didn't remember if she got off or not. So as I'm watching it, I kept thinking to myself, she's getting off. But she
got 25. She got 25 years. But it's the whole time I was thinking is, why is she talking to them? And where's her lawyer? Like, even if she couldn't afford one, they were supposed to appoint her one.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. It was, and I painted the picture that made it seem pretty clear. And thank you for the call. I painted a picture that made it seem pretty clear. Like as you're watching it, up until that happens, I think there's part of you that goes, "These damn kids are tormenting this woman." You know what I mean? Like not kill somebody, but you're kind of like, man, this woman is being tortured by these kids outside of her window, and she claims they're doing all this stuff. Who knows if they did?
Yeah,
but it's not maybe as cut and dry as you're watching it as I made it out to be.
Okay.
So there you go. I left that little nugget for you, even though I spoiled the entire show for you.
I love that there's a possibility you thought that she could have got off, but it sounds like she was just talking crazy.
Well, she's
in the interview thing like, black people crazy, right?
No,
got to be eradicated.
No.
They're like, yo, where's our lawyer?
There's other no. There's other details. I mean, because there's such a thing in the state of Florida as stand your ground and the castle doctrine and all of that, where if you feel your life is in danger, and I don't know how you can pitch a story or make people believe that your life was in danger when you're behind a locked door. But I think a good lawyer could have done a better job than she tried to do herself. And I mean, she eventually just spilled her guts. But I think with a little different lawyer. I mean, didn't Zimmerman walk, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a little different, and there were no witnesses, and who knows? I mean, I think it became clear almost immediately once he got off that he probably should have went to prison for the rest of his life.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm just saying, if a lawyer got him off clean, there probably could have been one that made it at least a little more of a battle.
Has there been a big Trayvon documentary like that? Because I can't think of
That's actually a good question. There had to have been. It's been so long now, maybe we forgot it. And also streaming and the true crime documentaries and all of that have gotten so much more popular even since that happened. It's definitely due for a revisit. I think there's probably, but I do remember watching something.
Yeah, there is one called Rest in Power.
Yeah, I think
on Paramount.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've seen that one though. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, I watched the doc. Did you cry?
Steve, I think you said it was Steve, and we haven't heard from you for forever, and your phone I can't hear a word you're saying.
How about now?
Much better.
I watched the doc. Did you cry at all in tears?
We cried hard. Like I'm somebody who can well up. Like something will get me to well up. I legitimately, I'll just be honest, had my head in my hands, like weeping nearly. It was horrific.
I cried, and it was they were playing in a field, and there was a lady who was just over obsessed with kids and noise, and she lives in the hood.
Yeah,
the reality of it. The only weird thing is they didn't emphasize the iPad at the end, where he said he was playing. He left his iPad.
Yeah, that was kind of left wide open. But yeah, dude, I'm surprised almost. Things catch fire. You see about it on TikTok. You see people talking about it on social media. I've been kind of surprised that already, just a few days after the release, I haven't seen more people highlighting the fact that it's like so devastating to watch. It's just it's a tough watch.
It's brutal because it just builds up to what happens, and the reality is you can almost see it happening.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's very sad. It makes you advocates for guns to have a video they should play at their little court hearings.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It definitely makes
crazy people with guns don't mix.
Yeah. Good one, Steve. Appreciate it. It does. It really.
What have you turned me into? Look at this. I'm just all in these thoughts.
I'll tell you this, and here's I'm trying to think of what I took away from it, and I will tell you, I did have something deeper that I took away from it because I don't remember what we said when we covered that story, but I remember, we talk about bad stuff in the news every single day, and I think we have to do it in a way that makes it somewhat palatable, and not that we're making fun or that we're making light of it. But I vividly remember probably not taking it totally seriously, the story of this throwing of the the roller skates and everything. And I remember watching that and just thinking to myself, like, you don't get the pain that comes with some of these stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that it's easy to get on the radio and talk about something and try to make light of it. But then knowing that I made one little bit of lightness out of the story at some point, which I had to have done, after watching that documentary, I thought, how could you do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's you're not going to be able to make that human connection with everything. But when you look at how it just ruined these people and really a whole entire neighborhood, it just made me think about the way that I talk about death and stories involving death and you know, realizing that there's a broken family and broken people at the end of it all the time. I would say that was my takeaway as well.
Okay.
Which, dude, I'm telling you, it's rough, man. It's rough. And like I said, I like put my hand down and I'm thinking to myself, like, she's got to be crying too, right? And I look over and she was, I mean, I would challenge anybody to make it through without shedding some tears. And if you do, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying that you have no heart.
Is it episodes or is it one long thing?
One big
Okay.
one. One big deal.
I prefer that most of the time too.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Shelly.
Shelly, what's going on? I like hearing from the ladies. We
Oh,
need
my
to do
goodness.
more true crime doc talk
Yeah,
so we can get the ladies
ladies
flowing.
love calling in for
They
it.
do. They do. What's going on, Shelly? How are you?
I'm great. I watched it yesterday, and oh my goodness, I was boohoo crying.
Ugh.
But at the very end, the judge said it best. She was angry and not scared.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was more it was definitely her anger built and built and built where, you know, and there's those things of her. I'm giving the whole thing away now, so I'm trying to stop, but I can't. She had been looking up the stand your ground laws
Up
before
until the
shooting.
She's like, let me cover my base.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they found that and they didn't take it. They took that as a bad thing.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, bitch.
Yeah, I think a lot of you know, I wasn't necessarily on the fence. I hated her from go, not just with the things she did with the kids, but the other issues that she had that come up in the show. You know, when the police came to her house for other issues.
Oh yeah, she was kind of crazy. Yeah, she was. She was crazy. And how about when they call her out and they go, "Hey, do you think you ever called any of these kids the N-word?" And she was like, "Well, if I did, I'm sorry. It just slipped out.
It wasn't a no.
Yeah,
It
wasn't a no.
There's a possibility.
It wasn't a no. Well, and then they asked her, and I'm not going to say what she said, but they go, "Well, what does that mean to you? What did you understand the N-word to mean?" And her definition is
insane.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh no, I was rolling. I wanted to punch her in the face.
Yeah, rightfully so. It's,
well, thanks so much for taking my call.
Absolutely. Thank
Can't
you.
believe
Thank
she
you
was
for calling.
confident in that word. You call him the N-word? No. Monkey got thrown out a lot, but definitely not N-word,
she
officer.
was like, well, if it did, she's like, it just slipped out, but they were just causing so much trouble. And it's like she thought that was going to be...
she thought they would be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry.
Dude, I thought, and the name is, the woman's name is, I think, Susan Lorenz, and it happened 2 years ago up in Ocala, and I was trying to see if there was an update. I was kind of surprised when they started asking her about the N-word and all that. I thought maybe they were going to hit her with hate crime.
Oh, yeah, tack it on.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah, like just kind of, clearly she was not a fan of certain people.
I imagine that they weighed the option and go, we don't have enough evidence to prove
and I think
there's an actual hate crime.
I think you're right. I think that's probably what it is. And then you go to try and charge that and she gets off and then you don't get her for as much as you want to.
That's one of the most interesting things about these court things is how the lawyers go, well, we got to go for manslaughter because if we go for murder, we're not going to have enough to prove that and blah, blah, blah. Like the little things that they have to fix just to be able to have a case.
You're absolutely right. They don't want to overcharge, and sometimes that means undercharging things.
Yeah. Or like I'm watching, again, the John Wayne Gacy, and one of the things is we can't charge him for a murder if there is no body.
Right.
As far as we know, they could just say the kid ran away and blah, blah, blah. So it's insane how much stuff they have to cover before they could even charge the person.
Let me give you one other little recommendation, and this is good for like bedtime sounds bad because it's terrible.
Yeah, but it won't make me cry, right? Before bed?
Nah. Not normal tears.
Okay.
Maybe tears of fear.
Okay.
It's called Dr. Insanity. And it's on YouTube. And it's like individual episodes.
Okay.
And it's same thing, all done with body cam footage. But if you are sick and twisted like some of us out there, you will. Which sounds like you're headed that way, which I'm very, very proud to know. Last call before we got to go to break. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, I just wanted to mention you guys were bringing up John Wayne Gacy, and one thing that the Netflix documentary supposedly left out was the fact that he was a part of a network of clowns that were trafficking kids.
Oh, and I don't think I've heard that.
Yeah, I just heard it in the episode 933 of the Tinfoil Hat podcast, and this guy was bringing up how they left that out and how there was an Epstein-like list of clients that would go and basically take the kids and purchase them from those clowns.
Nothing surprises me, man. That is new to me, though. The thing about Gacy is how infatuated with being a police officer he was. He was like boys with the cops. He was like in the loop. He was go and hang out with them or go to the bars where they hung out and really ultimately wanted to be a cop.
Did he really?
Yeah.
They didn't show that in the show. They showed that he would fake being a cop to get some of the kids in the car and stuff like that, but they never said that.
He would go. There's a handful of murderers out there who would often either pretend to be cops or I don't know if you ever heard about the Atlanta murders, the child murders, but that guy too, he would drive around with the radio on acting like a cop, and it was like his dream.
I don't get these people.
It's weird. It's weird. A lot of sickos out there. Do not go anywhere. I promise we're lightening the mood next. Ben Ruta from Tiza is going to join the program. We're going to get a review on the runarounds in Gainesville. Of course, we have to. But also announce the finer points of a giant contest that is coming to the Bone that is going to have you winning a cabin on the Calta cruise in a very, very easy way, as well as some other good stuff as well. Do not go anywhere. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. More Senning Show on the way. Wild Fork Foods. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you did some grilling, because the perfect partner for any grill is Wild Fork. Whether you want to do something quick, let's get some dogs and some burgers going for the family or the crew on a Sunday for the game. Monday Night Football, maybe you want to throw down a rack of ribs nice and early, have it ready for the game. It's Porktober. They've got tons of deals on pork and other items, over 450 items. You can order and get it delivered right to your home. You can order and pick it up in store, or just go shopping. Locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Pete. Check them out online, would you? WildForkFoods.com.
What you say is how we do. God bless it.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Your favorite band live, first chord hits. That's a thrill. But for the accident attorneys at Farah and Farah, one thrill beats them all.
It's the thrill of the win. I've been there when the worry is real, when the bills pile up, when the pain doesn't quit, and getting the call that says, "We came through for you." That's huge. It's about seeing that weight lift, helping folks walk out better than when they walked in. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it for less than $5 a day? Only $125 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Your brain holds all the pathways to memories, to dreams, the very essence of your human spirit. At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, our experts protect those pathways. With state-of-the-art technology and groundbreaking treatments, we care for the most complex neurological conditions. So you can keep moving, keep dreaming, keep being your whole self. Visit thebrainandspineexperts.com.
At Sprouts Farmers Market, the Sprouts brand sale's going on now. And who knows Sprouts brand best? Our own team members.
What I like about Sprouts, it's quality. My favorite snack is a coconut roll.
One of my go-to meals at home is their organic penne ricotta.
Save 20% off hundreds of delicious, healthy Sprouts brand products. Organic produce like our super green salad mix. Your next fave, organic Italian farfalle pasta. Even decadent treats like our vanilla wafer bites. All 20% off through October 21st.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco-Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
At Hard Rock Bet, everybody's invited to the party. Sign up today and bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. Rivalries, upsets, chaos. College football is at its best when you're part of the action. Plus, you got the World Series, the NBA is back, and NFL football. All you need to do is download the app or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet. Get in and start winning now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant.
More
hours? Huh. Okay, but if you can offer a late checkout, then that probably means no one is staying in that room. So if it's empty, maybe I can just stay a few extra hours.
Oh, aren't you adorable?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Think about it. You take thousands of steps every day. Shouldn't every single one of them feel amazing? Well, with Arch Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins, they can. Skechers teamed up with podiatrists to design a shoe that provides amazing arch support for all-day comfort. And best of all, you get all this comfort, stability, and support with the ease of Skechers slip-ins technology. Just slip them on. There's no bending down and no struggling to tie your shoes. Just step in and go. Try Arch Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever comfortable footwear is sold.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Kohl's lowest prices of the season are here, and they're so good. You're going to wish you had enough hands for a second cart. Save on cozy tees for women, comfy jeans for boys, refreshed essentials for your home, and so much more. Because when prices are this low, self-control is overrated. Shop Kohl's lowest prices of the season and stock up now. Select styles. Offer ends October 26th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
We are the American Cancer Society, making strides against breast cancer. Are you ready to join the #1 breast cancer movement in the country? Sign up today at makingstrideswalk.org. Making Strides Walk of Tampa at Raymond James Stadium on October 25th at 7:30 a.m.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do. I'm out of patience, getting back under my eyes. Dodging my future like it is my 9 to 5.
Welcome back to Senning Show. It's an exciting time. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. And I said it before. Not only do I swear by the product, I use it every single day, but Tiza is near and dear to my heart because they've been riding with me for a long time. And I love the people that are a part of this company. Caroline, first and foremost, Caroline is here.
Senning.
Caroline, definitely want to mention that Caroline is here. I'm sorry I did not mention that you were going to be here. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he left that out, and I'm like, what the heck?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All I did mention was this stud right here, Ben Ruda.
Oh, yeah.
Ben and Caroline in the building from Tiza. thank you guys for coming down.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to announce a little Calta cruise contest and talk some runarounds.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what to do first. I don't know. Should we build up to the contest details and then first hit them with the runarounds review? So if you don't know, which I don't know how you couldn't if you listen to this program for any period of time, the Runarounds, a band that there is also a TV show built around. It's on Amazon Prime. I had heard about it, but it wasn't until we were at Ferg's and Ben Ruda said, we're going to Gainesville to see this band, the Runarounds. And I said, the one from the TV show? And then he proceeded to tell me how much him and Caroline love the music. So I said, okay, I gotta check this out. And what do you know? I fell in love with it as well. And you guys went up to Gainesville and saw them in concert on Saturday. Tell me the vibes. Was the crowd hype? What was the venue like?
They were so good.
Did anybody cry between the two of you? Did anybody shed a tear? Ben?
I was a little emotional that I got to see my boys live for sure.
Right?
I would just like to say I was the one who showed him the runaround.
Oh, it is? Okay. Now,
she doesn't get enough credit for it.
Just like I said, just like I mentioned Ben being here and not you.
I mean, come on,
I know you guys are
and you're
packaged.
rooting for the Bucks and not the Lions.
I'm so sad. That is that.
Wait, you from Detroit?
I'm from Michigan, so we're Lions fans. I stick with the Michigan roots.
Yeah. How long have you been here though, Caroline? Just out of curiosity.
Maybe going on 4 years.
Oh, 4 years. Okay. Well, I'm like 20 years deep. So, I mean, at this point, I just crossed the threshold of now being in Florida longer than I'd ever been in Michigan. Okay, so I appreciate it, but I'm right or die.
Will you ever cross over? You die hard Michigan.
I mean, I've crossed over from Lightning to Red Wings. I mean, from Red Wings to Lightning, but for football, I'll always be Lions. I think.
Okay. And it's tough when they lost. So you're a Bucks fan, right, Ben?
No.
Who is your?
I'd rather not say today.
Is it the Jets?
It's the Giants.
Oh, the Giants.
That was.
You should have heard him.
Yeah, I was causing a ruckus in the house while that whole situation was going on yesterday.
Yeah, that was a tough loss. Tough loss.
That's one of the worst losses I've ever seen.
Was it like 30-something points in the fourth quarter by then?
33 points in the fourth.
That's insane.
Dude, come to the dark side, dude. You're such a Tampa
come on.
boy.
I mean, I root for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, if they're not playing the Giants.
Right.
But,
Well, right now it's so easy with Baker and the whole Baker movement. But I respect your choice, Caroline. Keep we'll check back in with you tomorrow. See how that's feeling for you. So what was it? I sent you a picture, Ben, a couple days before the concert because they put up a screenshot of like their crowd at one of their shows, and it was 99.9% young girls. Like I just said, I can't find a male or anybody over the age of 22 in this picture. Would you say that was a proper encapsulation of the crowd? Only young girls?
Actually, we were expecting that, and it wasn't like that at all. So the whole front of the concert was all young people, like exactly where you see. That's why you see them on the photo. Probably halfway back and then to the very back was all just like people like us or even older people, like older couples that were just there. And because, we're a little smarter. We don't want to be like rubbing around like in the thick of it. And we just want to enjoy the music. So it was actually more like, I'd say like 60-40 young people versus it was very surprising, actually.
It's interesting because I've kind of come to this, we've fought. I don't want to say fought, but there's been this butting of heads with Drew Garabo about the runarounds. And I think it's so hard for so many people, especially because the show is so new, to separate the band from the show. Where if this was a band that people just heard on the radio, older people more like our age and maybe even older than that, they go, damn, this is an awesome rock band that sounds really good. You watch the show, and that show is not built for, a damn near 40-year-old man necessarily. So I think some people probably are having problems getting over the show to get to the music.
I'm actually telling people now, like, I'm not even telling them to watch the show.
That may be the move.
Yeah, that's what he used to tell me. He goes, just watch the music and everything. Go listen to the music.
Just listen.
Yeah, they've got a thing on YouTube. We've watched it a couple times because it's like the top 5 best performances from the Runarounds. Chase, have you checked out the Runarounds yet? Dude, now Chase is young enough to actually be in the proper demographic, probably, but you need to watch it. It's just such a heartfelt show and band, and I feel like these guys all love each other. And
dude, but they're legitimately talented.
Yeah.
Like when you see them,
better live.
Oh yeah, they sound like exactly like on Spotify. Like it's crazy.
Do you guys have a favorite member?
I like Axel.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, we're an Axel house as well.
I see
Bez
that.
is probably somewhere in
Dude,
the.
It's Bez and Axel are like interchangeable.
I also
for
like
me.
the guy, I can't think of his name right now.
The Asian
with, like,
guy?
The long orangish hair. Oh, yeah, he was funny too.
Yeah.
They
we like them all.
Like you were talking about the Brotherhood setting.
Yeah.
Their Brotherhood on stage is so good.
They're just jamming. They look like
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
limited.
Wyatt. You like Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt.
Yeah,
right?
Wyatt, yeah.
Yeah,
was
he
wearing
plays really funny.
He was wearing the people who performed before, like the opening acts. He was wearing their shirt in his performance, which was cute.
What a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the picture that you sent me of Bez out signing autographs beforehand.
That guy is
and
tiny.
it's
Holy
just fun.
smokes.
I hope that they make it to St. Pete or Tampa. The real dream is that we get them in the building for a green room with 97X, because I think they just started playing some of their music like last week. So hopefully they continue to bubble up and we can get them in the building.
Yeah, he's an angry drummer, which
I love that.
He really gets into it.
Yeah, I'm thinking, we get Chase working on it right now. Tease presents the Runarounds live at CMG Tampa.
Yeah.
I think we could make it happen. How long do they play? Because that's the other thing too. Did they play songs that you feel like were new songs or not from the show, or songs you ever heard?
So they pretty much played like all of their songs. They played 2 unreleased songs, which was cool. They played Johnny Be Good.
Oh, I've seen videos of that.
And then that was pretty much it. They played for 2 hours.
Damn, that's pretty solid for a band that really has one album.
And then the encore was Valerie, and then our favorite song, Downtown, was the last song.
I gotta tell you, I gotta get more into Downtown because I love the fact that you guys love it, but it's definitely not my favorite.
What's your favorite?
Probably In Reality, and it sucks because it's actually they curse a little bit too much in it, so I don't get to play it that often. But I'm a big fan of Hypocrites.
Yeah, that's our like second or third favorite.
Yeah,
I never knew.
When they like start going off in this, like with the guitars and everything, that was really good live.
Was it Madness in Gainesville? Because I know there was a game and that, and I was talking to some people that were going to the game, and we were tossing around the idea of going, and I just couldn't make it happen for multiple different reasons. But they were like, yeah, be prepared. It's going to take you 3+ hours to get down there on a game day.
Oh, no. I mean, we drove up that morning. There was no traffic.
You made it peacefully?
Yeah, we went right to, we went right on campus, right outside. We went to McDitton's, actually.
Yeah, I didn't even know that there were McDitton's other places.
Yeah, it looks more like Ferg's, the one there. It's like got a rooftop. It's got like a ton of different bars, and we just drank for like 4 hours and then headed to the concert.
Dude, I know that I've had this debate with you before, Diz, but Caroline and Ben, and I don't know if they have turned each other into this, both big study the set list / listen to the artist all day long while they get ready for the concert.
Just him? Really?
No, that's actually just him, and
Yeah.
I realized it for the Jason Aldean concert because he's like, "This is a set list," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what's the explanation behind that?
Well, one, it's if you're like for this concert, I didn't study the set list because there's only one album, so it's like they're gonna play all the music. But for like an Aldean, he's got so many hits. There's some songs that I really don't want to miss, and I like to drink during the concert.
I will tell you, when he hit me with that did make sense.
Yeah.
Because he
Makes
did
total
also,
sense.
and I had to totally be on his side because he did the drink runs like 2 or 3 times during the Aldean concert. So his studying ultimately did pay off because
I didn't miss any good songs.
Yeah.
Like some of the slower ones I don't like. I was like, I was out of here. I'm gonna go jet to the bathroom, get my drink, and be back for like Dirt Road Anthem or something.
What
you
about
know?
on the drive up? Did you guys listen to any runarounds, or you
Oh,
go, we're going to
yeah.
hear them, so we don't want to hear them now?
Not only did we listen to the entire album, we probably went through it like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, see, that is no good. You're taking away all the freshness
Yeah.
between studying.
I'm not like that. I'm
He's
like,
been playing it
oh,
for
I
a
can't
month.
wait to hear
Well,
this
me
later.
too. I've been playing it every day too. So the one day that I wouldn't play it would be the day that I'm going to see him.
Why? That makes no sense.
It makes all the sense. Like just give your brain one little second of a rest. So when the song comes on live, you go, oh, at least I've had one day of a break.
Plus, I like to, refresh on some of the words. I like to sing out loud. I mean, I'm notorious for just singing like the wrong words at a concert, but I'll just belt them out.
Oh, I love
anyway.
that. I love that.
So as long as
you're
I
in
know,
the right cadence,
as
it's
long as
okay.
I know like around what word is coming
Yeah.
next, I'm like the whole concert. I was just I need to be refreshed on some of these songs. So it was It was great.
And Caroline,
It was
you
the
with
best
this, or
concert.
you just
I
put
was
up with it
gonna
because you know
say,
that's his thing?
I actually am with him on this
Okay.
one just because it's more for me for like the excitement, like getting excited before you go. It
Hype
just
yourself up.
There is that. But do that the day before. Do that
We did do that the day before.
Do that
on
until
the
midnight.
way, you know?
We did do it the day before, and the day before that.
Yeah, John, he's been doing it since they came out.
And I do respect that.
Dude, how do you not like downtown?
Yeah, I even listened to it this morning because I was thinking of
Dude,
you guys, and
when he yelled "Come on" and the whole crowd just starts jumping, and maybe if you saw it live,
maybe that's what it would.
I mean, they don't. If that's the last song, you got to know that they think highly of that song.
But it also kind of went in order because was that not the last song that they performed in the show? I
think it was. Yeah.
So
There wasn't a particular order, I don't think, unless I just didn't notice it. I know they opened with Ghost.
Which I think so. I think that does technically probably go in order, or at least order of the.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I think it might. Ghost, Senior Year, and
Senior Year came like towards the end. That was the last song before the encore.
Oh, then that wouldn't have been in order
Yeah,
necessarily.
so
All right, we've run around and run around it as much as we can. It's time to talk business. Now let's start. I don't know what you guys can say and what you can't say, but it's been so cool as somebody who loves the product and loves all of you guys that are a part of this company to see it so tangibly grow in a relatively short time. So what was it, last year, maybe early last year, that you guys got the deal with Walmart?
Yeah, like September. So just about a year ago.
Right. And when you go to Walmart, and we're going to build upon this stuff, but when you go to Walmart, the Tza products will be backed by the pharmacy. They're in the offerings with the quit smoking type stuff. It's there's Nicorette and whatever the hell else is going on in the world will be backed by the pharmacy, and that's where you will find.
Not behind the counter, though, just right on the floor there.
Yeah, that is where you will find the Tza. So that started initially back in September. And then what is the most recent date where you guys really crank things into the next level with Walmart?
So just this past September. So usually they refresh things once a year. So we originally started with 3 flavors, the creamsicle, wintergreen, and cool mint. And that was 500 stores. And now we are in 1,500 stores. And we added, it's actually a Walmart exclusive. It's 2 different variety packs. So one's a fruity pack. So that one's got black cherry, tropical, creamsicle, and what flavor am I missing here? Cherry chill. And so 2 chills, 2 energies, and then we have a minty pack that's wintergreen, energy, wintergreen chill, cool mint, and power mint. So 2 little different offerings if you like a little variety, or you can still get the single flavors. But we're in a lot more stores now.
It went from what to 1,500?
It went from 500 to 1,500,
Oh, that's
but
crazy.
they just put a ton of stores in this area. Which is just kind of, I don't know if it was lucky or intentional, but
that's perfect.
It's great. Like there's a store in like every part of the listening audience.
There really is. And before you kind of have to pick and choose, and I was looking at the list, there wasn't even one really near me. Now, what would be considered my Walmart, where I go to buy my fresh tortillas, right in Pinellas Park, the spot we've done the Drew Saves Christmas for years and years and years. They are now stocked. You want me to break down the contest, or you want to do it?
Yeah, why don't you break it down and then I'll add to it.
All right. So this is a contest that is going to start. It starts on 2 days from now, I believe. So it starts on October 22nd. Is that right? Is it right, Chase? I'm reading it right off a piece of paper.
He's saying it started. He's saying it's live already.
So it's live now. So do not listen to me. It's starting. It's live right now. And all you have to do is go to 1025 The Bone. You will see it if you go to the contest page. You'll scroll down a little bit. It is the Picture Yourself on the Celta Cruise Tza contest, and it is so damn simple. All you've got to do is find the closest Walmart to you that is stocked with Tza, and there's even a little tab on theboneonline.com on the contest page where you can find the Walmart nearest you. You will go into the Walmart, and all you have to do is take a selfie with the Tza product, with a Tza puck, however you want to do it, and that is going to get you entered into a drawing that will wrap up around the end of the year. I think we're going to do the official drawing on January 5th, where somebody will win a cabin on the Celta Cruise. But there's winners along the way as well as we keep this going on 11/5, so November 5th, 19th, December 3rd, December 17th, and December 31st. We will do individual drawings where people will each win a $50 Tza gift card. Even if you win any of those, you are still eligible to get the cabin for two on the Calta Cruise. So it's as simple as can be. To boil it down in the simplest form possible, go into Walmart, take a selfie with Tiza, upload it at theboneonline.com. It's very self-explanatory. I just did it myself. It'll give you a little spot where you can choose the file and upload it, and then you're registered and entered to win a cabin for two on the Calta Cruise.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. I mean, we're just trying to hype up the product, get people in the stores. You don't have to purchase to be entered. Although we would love
that would be great if you did, though. If you did, that would be cool. But
extra brownie points. We'll shout you out on socials and all that. But yeah, we're just really trying to blow it up in this area. You guys have already helped us in so many ways. 7-Elevens. And you're definitely part of the growth of our company, the listening audience here, and John, Dizzy, and the whole station. So we wanted to give back with the cabin, and hopefully can just get some good promos. And we're going to take all of these pictures into our Walmart meeting in January, by the way.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So so we have they have their once a year review. So we're having a whole slide of just all you guys that we're going to bring to Walmart corporate. This is kind of the fun stuff that Tiza does, and the partnerships we like to bring. So
I think these photos too, Caroline, I don't know if you're still working on your collage wall in the Tiza headquarters.
We haven't even started it yet.
Yeah.
So this would be perfect.
Yeah. So I think there's a place for them in there as well. Do you guys know, or did I already ask you this? Are you guys going on the cruise?
We don't know yet, actually.
Yeah, I don't know yet either. I can tell you there's definitely conversations about me going. It would be fun if the whole crew ends up on the cruise. But the fact of the matter is, you can be on the cruise. You listening, and all you got to do is take a selfie with a Tiza puck, a Tiza pack right inside the Walmart. Again, it's about as easy as humanly possible. Go to theboneonline.com, click on the contest page. You're going to see the picture yourself on the Calta Cruise. You can there find the closest Walmart to you, and then it'll ask you at the bottom for your email address, and then it's simple as could be. Put in your name, your zip code, and upload the photo, and you're automatically entered. This product, you hear me talk about it, and it obviously helps. It's with the non-smoking stuff, quit smoking stuff. It helps a lot with that, no matter what you're trying to be. I love it for the energy, and I always try to tell people that maybe don't smoke or energy drink fiends or whatever it is. It gives me a different type of energy that I just love. I'm not chugging energy drinks or as much coffee as I once was. It is a really, really great product. Tea-cut herbs, B vitamins, no nicotine, no tobacco. I love the spicy flavors, but there is a flavor for everybody. So get to your Walmart, take the picture, and get entered so you can win yourself a damn cabin on the Calta Cruise. It'll be a hell of a time.
And I'm pretty sure you can enter multiple times. So after we're drawing the gift cards every other week, I think you can enter every other week. So that's according to Chase behind me.
I was looking for Chase to do if
that's wrong, we blame Chase.
Yeah. Shout out to Chase, by the way. I told him this privately, but he is the young gunna of CMG. I don't know for a fact that he's our youngest sales dude, but Chris Dixon, who's the man and worked with Tiza kind of since the beginning of the relationship, took a promotion, and that let Chase Deskins, I hope it's okay I use your full name, step in, and you're just a G, dude. We're lucky to work with you, and I think that was a perfect fit for Tiza, too, because he's a bro.
Oh, yeah, we love him. And shout out to the Vroom Vroom Room. I've been trying to get in there more.
Yeah, we see that. I love that. When anyone comes on the Vroom Vroom Room, whether it's Drew, Ian, Tiza.
I'm very curious. I was just thinking if you guys end up on the cruise, maybe the cabin that wins, maybe it's a nightly visit from Ben and Caroline.
Oh, yeah.
Ben and Caroline will tuck you in every night on the cruise.
Yeah.
That's just, I'm spitballing.
Ben
here.
will sing you a runaround song to put you to bed.
Live a cappella performance.
I don't know if you'd really like that. I have a terrible voice.
I think it could probably be pretty beautiful.
Dude, we also we got to give you the merch.
Oh my
this
goodness!
Is so exciting.
Are you kidding me?
So we raided the merch tent. I think I spent just under $200 at this merch tent.
And then we had to
but we had to get the Senning Show some stuff, so we got you guys a poster.
Oh, you guys are too sweet.
You gotta have to frame it. I'm not.
Oh, it's going framed.
Frame not included.
It's going framed.
Not
it's going framed up in the up in the crib for sure.
And I didn't even know if Dizzy was on the runarounds yet.
He's
not.
I'd say he's fairly on. He's pretty on. I mean, it was maybe a little bit of a battle at first, but I think he's on board.
Yeah, once I got past the show being so bubblegum, I was like, just look past that. Have fun with the music.
Caroline and I were going back and forth. So there was 2 shirts. We got Senning, we got you a shirt, all right? There was the classic, has all the dates on it. And then there was a tie-dye, like blue tie-dye with orange runarounds on it. That was it. I said tie-dye. Caroline said.
But it didn't have the tortoise.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you what I'd really want.
Are you a tie-dye guy? Dude, I swear you're the number one tie-dye guy, right?
These are my people.
That's what I said.
I told you I'm gonna love whatever you give me, so we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it anything. I wear tie dye more than anybody you've ever met in your life?
That's what I said. I was
I wear tie dye 5 out of 7 days out of the week?
I thought I was getting going crazy. I was like, we got to get the tie dye.
No, Caroline, you did the right thing. I can't
and
not mention your name.
You like the bus.
I do. I love the bus.
You like
I love the
bus
shirt.
vibes. You were talking
It's
about
still a great shirt.
It's a beautiful shirt, and you guys are so thoughtful.
So that's for you.
You're very sweet.
Then we got some other stuff, but we forgot it.
Oh, that's
well, and the poster. Yeah.
The poster.
Thank
we got Diz. Do you wear like ski caps, like a
beanie?
Yeah, like a beanie.
Yeah. He's got a
so we got you one of those, but we weren't sure if you even wear that or not.
Yeah.
But we left it at home.
That's fine, bro. I appreciate it, bro.
So next time we come in, we'll bring it in with all your tropical teas that you love.
You're the best. And I told you too. I don't know. It looks like you brought a little stash. We got to get our dude Pat Maroon on the teaser tip. He was in here when I did the live read for it, and he saw me popping him. He's like, "Oh, what's that? What's in there?" So I did see he was dipping something of some sort. I don't believe it was Tiza. So I think maybe if we can get the big rig on Tiza, that'd be pretty sweet too.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I think he's in the channel club now doing the live stuff, so we can.
He's always around. He's in the mix. Caroline, thank you so much. Ben, absolutely love you. TizaEnergy.com. You can still use that code BONE20, but get yourself into a Walmart. That's what I would encourage you to do. Again, theboneonline.com. Go to the events page. You'll see it crystal clear right there. Picture yourself on the Celtic Cruise contest. Find your local Walmart, take a selfie, upload it on the website, and you'll be entered to win a cabin for two on the Celtic Cruise. And we're giving away Tiza gift cards the whole way along up to the grand prize winning. So thank you guys so much for all that you do for me and for the station. And this is a really cool thing. And I'm congratulations, honestly, for the success. I know that you guys have been a big brain trust when it comes to spreading the word on social media and coming up with great ideas. And obviously, we love John and Brent and Bill and everybody over at the headquarters. But you guys are the face of the brand, and very appreciative for you.
Love you guys.
Let's not cry before we get out of here.
I've
already cried enough.
I'm a crier.
You're the best. Ben Ruda, Caroline, I'd say in the running for a couple of Tampa Bay 2025 at the very least. Do not go anywhere. More Senning Show on the way. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. There is a certain type of wife out there that seems to be controversial in this day and age. I'm going to be looking for calls from them coming up next. We'll part with all sorts of great prizes, from tailgate passes to Reggae Rise Up and MGK tickets. All you got to do is bare your soul a little bit. Coming up next on Senning Show.
I don't even know why I always hide away. Don't even learn to get high today. Running in circles from everything.
Imagine if your Wi-Fi was a lot smarter. Picture this: your TV, your phone, your laptop, even that fancy futuristic fridge, all working together to make your life easier. Well, Xfinity is about to make that dream a reality. Devices so in sync, you're going to think they're telepathic. Really smart Wi-Fi that knows when your device needs a boost. The best equipment to stream 4 games at once in 4K with multi-view. Maybe a little football and a little NASCAR, vroom, vroom on a Sunday. And Xfinity Mobile that gives you Wi-Fi where you need it and 5G everywhere else. That's the magic of Xfinity. It's seamlessly in tune with you. Xfinity. Imagine that. Check them out at Xfinity.com.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Celtic Cruise 19. And Tiza wants to get you on the boat for free.
Yes, please.
Picture yourself on the Celtic Cruise. Yes, that's how you win. Head to your local Walmart and find the Tiza display in the pharmacy department. Then take a selfie with Tiza and upload your photo to theboneonline.com. It's that easy. Be a selfie queen, just like Mike Calta. Tiza presents Picture Yourself on the Celtic Cruise. picture it and make it happen. It could be you. Kiza, why spit when you can swallow?
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
It's gear up time. Academy Sports and Outdoors is now open in Lakeland. Need a football jersey that says my team is unrivaled and so is my dry rub? We got you. A fishing reel that says, sorry, I can't take your call. I'm at the lake. We got that too. How about a new pair of kicks that scream, I'm not sweating, I'm glistening with confidence. You got it. At Academy, we have all the gear you need for less. Because here, fun can't lose. Check out your new Academy in Lakeland off I-4 and Highway 98 North.
John Senning and Dizzy of Senning Show, known as the kings of chill around these parts. If you don't know, you're about to know about the Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton. Pretty much cleaning up with the Bradenton's Best Award, Best Bar, Best Date Night Spot, Best Live Music, Best Coffee Shop, and they got something going on almost every night of the week. Wednesday, tell them about it, Dizzy.
Karaoke, go sing your heart out. My suggestion, Usher, really pops the crowd.
Thursday, baby.
You think you know it all? Prove it. Got trivia night on Thursdays. Prove that you're the smartest in the room.
Friday.
Open mic night, our favorite, whether you want to rap, sing, tell some comedy, or maybe some snap poetry.
And Sunday, fun day.
Are you a Poindexter? This is probably your night because this chess club be 3, 4, 5 moves ahead of your competition.
Check them out online at thekavasocialclub.com and on all your social medias at Kava Social Club. Kava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Breaking news in Florida. The Second Amendment sales tax holiday is finally here. This is your chance to save big on all things firearms. Looking for a new rifle, pistol, shotgun, ammo? You pay no tax. Get to Shark Coast Tactical now. Don't forget, Will is going to cover your tax stamp fee on select suppressors. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily. Closed on Sunday and open online 24/7 at SharkCoastTactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical's on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Real Success. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ourrealsuccess.com.
Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses and acquiring rental properties right here in the Tampa area without using your own money? You'll learn to flip houses and secure rental properties in your spare time to get on track towards real wealth building. We're offering a handful of motivated individuals the opportunity to attend our workshop right here in the Tampa area for free. That's right, we'll give you 2 free tickets when you text INVEST to 64,000. The Tampa area is the perfect market to flip houses and build rental income. Don't miss this opportunity. Come to a complimentary live 2-hour workshop this week right here in the Tampa area and learn how to start making money flipping homes and building long-term wealth with rental properties. To get 2 free tickets, text INVEST to 64,000. Text in the next 10 minutes and registrants will also receive a free copy of our Funding for Deals guide. Text INVEST to 64,000 for 2 complimentary tickets. Text INVEST to 64,000.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/free. QUO.com/free.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair?
What do you mean? Does it not look good?
It doesn't look good. It looks freaking amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret.
No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic.
Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous.
I was so tired of having thin and brittle hair. Ugh, and the shedding. So I figured I'd give hair volume a try. Needless to say, I'm thrilled with the results. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to pick up some hair volume right now. My reunion's next month and I want my hair to look as good as yours.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Scandinavia. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or your local Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Help your hair look full, voluminous, and beautiful again at newnordicusa.com, Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. 800-771-1025. Phone lines are open. Something on your mind? Let it be known.
Up in Pocahontas in the cranberry glaze.
If I had something in my nose, you'd tell me, right?
Yeah. Well, you had something in your nose?
I don't know. I just kind of rubbed my nose and it felt like something fell out.
No.
And I'm just wondering if I've lived my whole day with something in my nose. But I'd like to think that, I'd like to think you tell me.
Yeah, I go, your nose is bleeding.
Yeah. It was, exactly.
Thank you.
Like, no, that's my mouth. At the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor on your social medias, X and Instagram. Go check out, you can go to my Instagram at the John Senning or the Bone social media. Kato, the 9-year-old husky. I gotta tell you, the story of that dog really seemed to resonate with people. Tons of interaction on social media, but it does pain me to say that as of 2:07 p.m. on this day, Kato still has not gotten a home. This was a 9-year-old dog that this family brought into their home. I'm not trying to pile on the family, but the story makes it exceptionally sad. They brought into their home as a puppy, and then at some point, as of recently, they had a child who developed allergies. So they brought the dog and surrendered it to the Humane Society of Pinellas County. And it's just a bummer. Like, imagine if you're a dog, if you can for a second, you're a dog, and you've lived in a peaceful home your entire life, and then one day they're just like, hey, you're going to live in this kennel now, and your family's gone. Bums me out. So if somebody's got room in their home and their heart and all that stuff, check them out on the Bone socials, and maybe go visit Kato. He'd love to be visited, even if you don't even end up taking him home. He loves people, and this one exceptionally heartbreaking. Shout out to my man Kato.
I focus on my breathing and the universal sound.
So tonight is a big night in the Senning household. First of all, Bucks, Lions, Monday Night Football, big night. But we're doing the test run on the Halloween costumes.
Oh.
So Danielle, I have to say, very lucky. My wife. She's very crafty, and she's gotten into like building my costume. which had existed years ago, but she totally freshened it up and did all sorts of new stuff, lots of trips to Michael's Fabrics and all these different things. But I'm excited, and that leads me to the fact that if you have not made your plans yet, do remember 102.5 The Bone is taking over downtown St. Pete on Halloween night. So whatever plans you had for Halloween, cancel them and make sure that you make time to come down and hang with us on Halloween night. Dizzy and myself will be hanging out at the Galley from 7 to 9. It's right in between 1st and Central on 4th Street North. Great spot if you are looking for a spot to eat. I know it's probably going to be slammed, so maybe prepare to wait a little bit, but they've got some of the best food, bar fare, elevated. You can get yourself a damn ribeye at the Galley. Love the spot. We'll be there from 7 to 9. All the other shows will be posted up. Drew and Mo will be posted up from 8 to 10 at the Emerald, and it all comes together for the final resting place at 10:30, and that is going to be at Thirsty First right there on Central. I kind of drove to and by all of the spots on Saturday. So I got the Bronco back in my grasp on Friday night. So
any
Saturday,
reason to go out with it? You're like, let me go tour the city.
So we
and
pretty
the
much
spots.
did. Saturday we got up and we went. We did like a grand tour of St. Pete. We drove literally all around town. We went to it's not a new place, but I'm such a basic bitch because I've been seeing it on my Instagram and TikTok. It's a coffee place in St. Pete where they take your beverages and they put them like in a can. So they make like a latte and then they put it in this machine that like spins it into a can. Bean Wandering. Yeah. So we went there. We drove all up and down Bay Shore, up along the water and all around. And through that, I hit and drove by all the spots where the takeover will be taking place. And I think we're not calling it a pub crawl because it's not a pub crawl. It's a takeover. That being said, if you don't mind walking just a little bit, you could 110% absolutely hit all of the spots in one night. You can start at Locals for a couple minutes, then come down to the Galley for a couple minutes, then go hit Where's Jubes for a couple minutes, then go to the Emerald, and then ultimately to Thirsty First. You could totally make that journey. And there is a $500 costume contest at every single stop. So Locals, Galley, Where's Jubes, Emerald, every spot, a different $500 costume contest. So come win some money, hang with us. Like I said, people always say, I'd love to party with you guys. An awesome, perfect opportunity on Halloween night. And I feel so lucky that we're going to be at a place that I love so much. And shout out to Mayor Pete. He's one of the owners over there and a hell of a guy. I think he's going to let us take over the jukebox at least a little bit as well. So the tunes will be bumping.
A lot of runarounds.
Yeah.
Be prepared.
No, I won't put that on people. I won't do. I'll sneak in. I'll keep myself to one. I'll keep myself to one runarounds all night.
One, your favorite, my favorite. Let's
there we
put
go.
two out there.
One an hour.
Yeah.
Wait, 7, 8, 8, 9. Yeah, 1 an hour, one runarounds tune, and the rest we'll play to the crowd and play what everybody likes.
I like the idea of you said when you're out with your wife, my wife, that you like to look around and go, I'm going to pop the crowd over here and over here. I think that should be. I'm going to point at people and go, get them.
Dude, that's a fun idea.
Yeah,
that's a fun. I would love because it is a Friday. I would love for it to be heavy in the mix vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna see if I can get one of those things on Amazon, the Jamaican air horn. I could just let it off during the night.
Yeah. I didn't even. I don't know why I hadn't put in the mix vibes yet. I know that I don't think we're gonna be able to. I don't think we're bringing in a DJ or anything. But I would encourage everybody because the touch tunes will be rolling to either tell me or play songs that are predominantly in the mix.
Yes,
like you won't be shut down or get in trouble if you're not keeping it in the mix. But please try to keep it in the mix. That's all we can ask. Man, this term is kind of everywhere these days, and I want to hear. I'm not somebody. It's become such a negative term. I don't look at the idea of it as negative. I think that if you are a man and you have this vision of a wife who can never leave the house and you don't ever want her to have a job and you only want her to take care of your kids and all of that, I can understand how that comes off wrong. That being said, I'm under the belief that there are a lot of women who want to stay home with the kids all day, who want to be a quote-unquote trad wife.
Trad wife? That's what they call it?
Trad wife.
Just housewife.
Well, the new term is trad wife.
Okay.
And like I said, I think that term, for the most part, is used as a negative connotation. Like I think it's trad wife, like somehow you're not chasing your dreams or you're being held down. But I believe there are women, and I understand. Like it feels very tough. And every time we talk about having kids, one of the many things that go through my mind is, Danielle and myself, we're busy. Like we're busy. This takes us a lot of places. She busts her ass every single day. So like, where does a baby go? Like when she's working, and she works from home, so I don't know what would happen. But Like the thought of people that have to take their kid to daycare when it's 2 months old or 3 months old and leave it with essentially strangers. Some people have grandparents and in-laws and things that help, and that's great. But a lot of people, some point, about 3-4 months in, you got to take this baby to a damn daycare, to a place that you don't really know. And that feels hard. That feels like it would kind of rip your heart out as a parent. But this headline from the New York Post, and again, if there are any trad wives out there, I'm not going to make you feel bad or question you, but I do want to hear from trad wives who have made the decision to stay home, do the housework, be cooking and cleaning, that absolutely love it, because this headline takes it a little bit different. And if you are a woman who's willing to say these type of things, that would be even better. I'm a trad wife who worships my husband like a god.
Oh my God.
These are the top 10 things that keep him happy. So I would like to hear from trad wives who will share the things that keep their men's life happy. I've got tailgate tickets for when the Patriots come to town on the 9th, the Mike Calta Show tailgate. That's going to get you the free Wild Fork food cooked up by the Brisket Shop, free Bud Lights. We've got tickets to MGK. We've got tickets to Reggae Rise Up. So I will part with some of these if a trad wife is willing to kind of share her thoughts on the on the life that she has. I've told you this before, and there's kind of some religious tones in this article from this woman, but I told you that very early on, I was probably like 7, 8, 9 years old. My mom would take us to church every now and again, and we'd try different churches. And I remember being yoked up out of one in the middle of the sermon because the priest or pastor or whatever was essentially telling people, you need to live in service of your husband. Like the man, you need to worship your husband at that time. And my mom was like, okay, we're out of here. We're peacing out. So I think there's a fine line between kind of being there for your family and being a traditional housewife as we would hear it growing up, and then worshiping your man and kind of living to serve him. That may be that may be a little too far. 800-771-1025.
Do you think if you made like millions of dollars a year, you would want Danielle to be something like this? Or you were more the type that's like, no, I like that she's out there making her own, doing her thing and everything?
It's a loaded question because it kind of goes back to my earlier point about not wanting my unborn children that I'm never having to be with kids or to be with people that I don't really know.
Yeah.
So of course I would want it. I also don't have this deep philosophical or religious belief that like a woman needs to be at home. So if I was making millions of dollars and she said, but I really still love my job and I love my career and I want to do this, this, and this, I wouldn't go, I have a problem with it or don't do that.
Yeah.
I think it just comes from a place of, if I had kids, I think the best case scenario, and I don't know that people would even disagree with this. I think the best case scenario is for them to be with a parent.
Yeah.
And probably the mom, to be with their mommy, their yummy mommy all day long is probably best for them. So, I don't know that that's much of a reach. 800-771-1025, housewives, trad wives, whatever you call yourself. Love to hear from you. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this? Hello? Hello? You're there. 941.
Holla at
Thank
us.
you.
Okay.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hi, this is Laura from Tampa.
Laura, what's going on today? How are you?
I'm good. I heard this trad term. My son is 29, and his new girlfriend, he came home and she had cooked something and cleaned his bathroom, which is more than I would do. And she says, "Hey, I'm just showing you my trad skills."
Oh, okay.
It was the first time I heard that, and he explained it to me. And I was a trad wife. I worked hard. I had in vitro to have both of my boys. I was a successful hairdresser, made a lot of money, put their dad through law school. And when I had Dominic, I stayed home.
Now,
was
it a debate? Was there a discussion? Was it like, I kind of want to keep doing this? Or was it just like, I've been working so hard to have a baby. I want to be with this child as much as humanly possible?
Exactly. And it was just, it was so much fun. I mean, it was so cool to be able to call the pediatrician. The pediatrician says, come in at 3, no big deal. I don't have to wait, get off work, pivot throughout my day. It was very fulfilling for me. I mean, I love to cook. I'm traditional Italian, woman or whatever, but my parents were attorneys. I mean, I came from family that was education and everything was important, but I just felt like it was a good fit. I would go with my friends. We'd drop off the kids at school. We'd walk Bayshore, go to breakfast. My grandmother did take care of the boys every Thursday so I could be normal again.
Oh, there you go.
And listen to cool music in the car and just feel like your old self again.
Yeah,
I
love that.
You have to balance it out a little bit. But it was so fulfilling, and my boys are 31 and 29 now, and I tell them all the time, I have no regrets. It was one of the best things I did. I enjoyed every minute of it, and then after the boys were a little bit older and in school, I became a personal trainer.
Oh, wow, look
then
at
I
you.
opened a barber
How old?
and then I opened a barber shop and spa.
How old are you? I'm trying to do the math in my head with 30-year-olds, but I don't want to.
I know. I'm 61.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe I'm that old. I can't believe I'm that old.
You still got some youth. You still got some youth coming through.
I do. I usually get 45, 50-ish when people guess, but
you got a rockin' bod?
Yeah, I do now.
Good for you.
I do now.
You mentioned.
Go ahead.
You mentioned one of your sons and the girlfriend and say working on her trad skills. Would you ever interject like with one of your boys and say if they were to have kids, would you share your opinions and be like, hey, I think it would be nice if your wife, your lady, or whoever stayed home, or you just kind of let that unfold the way that it would?
I think it needs to unfold the way it needs to for them.
Yeah.
Whatever works for somebody. I mean, you were talking about how your wife Danielle, she works from home, and where do we fit this in? You end up fitting it in,
right?
It's definitely an adjustment at first. Because Steve and I, we used to just get up and go to Dunedin. Our friends lived out there.
How fun!
I mean, there was.
Whoa! You can't say that. You can't say. What was your? I'm sorry. What was your?
Oh, shoot! I said shoot.
No, you didn't. Shoot. That's okay. What was your name again?
I know. My name is Laura.
Laura, I'm going to throw you on hold. I appreciate you calling and sharing. Hang tight with us through the next segment, and I'll hook you up with the prize. Yeah, it's an interesting thing now that it's almost like, I think there are corners of the internet where it's championed and women do that. But, the big thing that I was trying to remember what it was ringing my memory from, a lot of people were coming at Taylor Swift with this new album saying that it was giving off like trad wife vibes. And I think that it's become not a term of endearment. Yeah. It's become kind of a diss for women that would rather stay home and take care of the kids. But I think do whatever the hell you want. If somebody's forcing you to stay home, like, that's not cool. But if you want to do it, then don't let anybody tell you it's bad.
Corey in the YouTube chat said, would you be interested in being a trad daddy?
No.
Why?
No. Well, I just don't know what that means. Does that mean me quitting my job?
Yeah, you're not working. You're worshiping Danielle.
No.
You're doing everything.
No, I'll worship Danielle. I worship her every day when I get home and as much as I can. But no.
Yeah, I couldn't see you. I didn't think you would.
No, and it has nothing to do with, again, these are part of a bigger picture of me not wanting to have kids, because I wouldn't want her to give anything up. I wouldn't want to give anything up.
You seem like someone who wants to be occupied and contribute and do stuff than just stay home and not do nothing.
Well, you're saying it in a nicer way. You're saying it in a nicer way where I think that is true, but I think I also, and I've learned this now that I'm at the busiest I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, I have to be that way. Not that I'm like fighting these deep demons in my mind or anything, but it just idle time for me is not good. It's funny. I shared it on my Instagram story last week, and I don't know how to find it again, but it was a quote from Anthony Bourdain that said there are two versions of me. There's the me that everybody sees, and then there's another version of me that pretty much said he gets up every day and all he wants to do is sit in his bed and smoke weed and watch cartoons and eat cereal. And every day I'm fighting against that guy.
Yeah.
And I just resonated with me because I don't feel that urge every single day, but with dead time, like I don't do good. So being busy and having a purpose and being out every day just is what's best for me overall.
Yeah.
And who knows, if I had a kid, I don't think I'd be, ripping bongs in the bathroom while he's doing whatever the hell babies do. But I just think I was made to be fairly busy and have something to do every single day.
Yeah, I'm the same way as you. Kind of like you said, the time you got is probably not going to be put to good use.
Yeah.
It's better they occupy it.
Well, again, babies take up a lot of your time, and maybe it wouldn't be as bad as I thought. But again, that's not That's not in the cards. I talk about it like it's a thing that could happen, but it's not happening. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this? Hello, 727.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Nicole.
Nicole, what's going on today? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Kind of, I guess, new age trad wife.
Oh, you're a new age trad wife. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 44.
Okay. And now, was this something that you knew you wanted to be, that you kind of always envisioned, or was it just through circumstances you realized it's what you had to do? How'd you end up being a modern day trad wife?
Oh, yeah, definitely wasn't my dream, but it is a dream. We had a child at 35 and just really wanted to give her that great childhood experience that, having the parent there and being there to support them and, just comes with all the wonderful when they get to have that time with you while they're growing up.
What kind of career does your man have? Is he not home a lot? Like, if you were doing something, would the baby be at family members or daycare? Like, what would life look like if you were working every single day?
Oh, it would have been daycare until school. He's got a very busy job, and that takes a lot of time from home. But it's, he supports and provides for us, and then I support and provide for the family side.
And that's the thing, too, is I think it's kind of just a thing that we think moms say or that women say when they're like, well, I'm working a full-time job. Like, it really probably, I believe that it is as much work, if not more work, to tend to a house and to tend to a family and everything throughout every single day. Now, I'm curious to know, because we touched on the fact that the term trad wife has almost become like a diss, I guess, depending on what circles you run in. Do you have female friends that maybe took a different path in life and they're like, oh, honey, why don't you go do this? Why don't you do this? You're just home all day. Like, do you encounter people like that in the year 2025?
Not too much. I feel I have friends that have very busy careers and worked their whole time having children. And then I have lots of friends who are also stay-at-homes. And we just support each other. Whatever works for your family is what works for your family. But the whole, I just worship the dad.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say I'm more modern. We're not all shutting up at 5 o'clock so dad can eat dinner by himself in peace.
Right. I do understand. How many kids do you have?
I just have one.
Right. And I'm sorry to take it here, but there's lots of elements to the trad wife that I have curiosities about. Has you being at home all day in the new child era, has it negatively affected your sex life with your husband?
Good question.
Ooh. It can negatively affect a lot of things, but I think the sex life part, that comes down to more just dad and mom, working through just all the stress of life and trying to keep that spark alive. I don't think it really has much to do with the kid or the staying at home.
Okay. Yeah, because I would imagine, and I could be creating this myself, but I'm envisioning you, slaving over a hot stove all day, breastfeeding, playing with children. So by the time daddy gets home, it's not like, let me hop on it, big boy.
Yeah, sometimes, it all depends on the day, the week, the month, the year.
I feel you. It's the season of life. Everything comes in waves. But I appreciate you calling. I'm going to throw you on hold. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to hook you up with the prize. Just hang tight for a couple minutes, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right,
have a great day.
Thank you. It's very interesting. And I think there are certain people out there who, even if a woman wants it, like, they think that they know better. Like, that's the wrong way. Did your mom... Was she like at home when you guys were coming up, or she was working?
No. My mom was, she actually had a real good job when we were kids. She worked at IBM, high up at IBM. It was kind of like you said, where our grandparents kind of stepped in.
Which that's a huge thing these days. And if you have that, be so grateful. Because the difference between having grandparents around, so like in my family, my parents live a mile up the road from my brother and his kids. And like, I think of like what life would look like for them if they didn't have that. And it's just, first of all, it's money of daycare and doing all that. And then it's just having your kids around your family in moments like that. And then my other side of my family, my in-laws, they're about to move to Arkansas to be near those grandkids.
Yeah.
So it really makes an entire difference in life. Yeah, my mom, she stayed home, but at some point when we were still young, she started like waitressing and bartending at night. So a lot of times like we'd eat dinner and then she'd go like bartender and things like that. And as we got a little bit older, she worked at doctor's offices and things like that. But I remember her being around during the formative years for the most part.
When we first moved here in the early 90s, my mom, I don't remember her working at first. I think she stayed at home to get the house settled, us settled with schools and whatnot, and then she got another job later on down the line.
Shout out to all the mamas and daddies out there, whether you work all day or you stay home, you're out there doing it, and I know it's not easy. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, got to at least touch on a little vroom vroom. Yesterday, NASCAR was at Talladega, which is one of the most exciting races. Dude, I have to make it to Talladega, dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I was watching the videos of Mike's weather page. They go out and camp out at Talladega like all weekend long. It looks like the most insane party. They have this, I think it's called like Talladega Boulevard. It goes right through the infield. People get out there like on Wednesday and Thursday and just rage for 4 or 5 days on end. It was a hell of a race. I want to touch on that. We'll see who's made it into the playoffs with only 2 races left. And the legality of smoking weed in your own home. There may have been a monumental decision in a court that has changed everything when it comes to your neighbor being offended by your weed smell. We'll do all that and a bunch more as we make way for John's Joints coming up at 3 o'clock with Drew Garabo. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. More Senning Show on the way. Shout out to everybody watching live today. Great numbers, almost 300 people in the YouTube. All you got to do, 102.5 The Bone on YouTube. Senning Show will show up with that little live tab. Mike Walker, Nolan, Jesse, Corey, Ralph. I'm trying to not to shout out the people that just actively talk trash about the show. Bill L, LSD Dreams. It's a little strange, but we still love you. Freak yourself out, but there are meteorologists and a bunch of people saying don't get too excited because hurricane season isn't over yet, and that's another reason to protect your home with Hawkins Service Co. You can get a free whole home surge protector with any electrical install or upgrade. That's peace of mind headed into the holiday season and into the next few weeks of storm season. Whether it's HVAC, electrical, plumbing, even pool repair, Hawkins really does handle it all. You don't have to navigate and search for a bunch of different companies to handle a bunch of different jobs that you need in your home. One call really does handle it all. Call them today, 813-445-8209. You can even book online, HawkinsServiceCO.com for reliable professional service. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Lazy afternoon on a Sunday, just hanging out in my room.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
At Hard Rock Bet, everybody's invited to the party. Sign up today and bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. Rivalries, upsets, chaos. College football is at its best when you're part of the action. Plus, you got the World Series, the NBA is back, and NFL football. All you need to do is download the app or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet. Get in and start winning now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And, of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now, starting from $229, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
At the Original Mattress Factory, we make mattress shopping easy. We offer our lowest and best price to everyone, every day, so you can shop when you're ready. We show you exactly what's inside of our mattresses so you can see and feel the quality for yourself to ensure you're getting the best value. And we offer a no-pressure shopping experience. Our team is here to help you find the best mattress for you. It's that easy. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
Hurry in for kickoff savings at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by owner assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Real Success. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ourrealsuccess.com.
Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses and acquiring rental properties right here in the Tampa area without using your own money? You'll learn to flip houses and secure rental properties in your spare time to get on track towards real wealth building. We're offering a handful of motivated individuals the opportunity to attend our workshop right here in the Tampa area for free. That's right, we'll give you 2 free tickets when you text INVEST to 64,000. The Tampa area is the perfect market to flip houses and build rental income. Don't miss this opportunity. Come to a complimentary live 2-hour workshop this week right here in the Tampa area and learn how to start making money flipping homes and building long-term wealth with rental properties. To get 2 free tickets, text INVEST to 64,000. Text in the next 10 minutes and registrants will also receive a free copy of our Funding for Deals guide. Text INVEST to 64,000 for 2 complimentary tickets. Text INVEST to 64,000.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Hallow Scream returns to Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay for select dates now through November 1st. This year's event takes over the entire park with 5 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, 9 theme bars, and 2 shows. Additionally, guests can face their fears. Busch Gardens, Hallow Scream, select nights now through November 1st.
Accidents happen in a second. Take a second to call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show on a Monday Night Football Monday.
All we are is all we get. Then I'ma live with no regret. Life's too short to stress out. Life's too short. I've watched my old man cry. Don't you live your life like mine.
Friendly reminder, tonight you can watch the game at Splitsville and Channelside with Corona. They'll have your chance to score tickets to a Bucks game, including that VIP pirate ship access. Maybe win one of those Corona Bucks Yeti coolers. They're showstoppers. Corona, now an official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Flags up, limes in, baby.
People get more, some people get less, but we're all blessed.
Dude, it was funny. I don't know if you saw the video that Danielle put up on her Instagram story. Radio Danielle. So we started. It's the first time giving it a try. I don't know if you. In our house, it feels like the nights get away from us. Like, I love to cook as much as anybody, maybe more than some. But sometimes during the week, like, I don't want. This sounds like I'm like going into an advertisement. I'm not. I'm just sharing my true feelings. I just feel like sometimes the night gets away from us and it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock and it's like, I don't want to cook dinner. So we were looking at a bunch of those like pre-made meal type places.
Oh, okay.
And we landed on one that's local and it's called Rebuilt Meals. I had one this morning. It was delicious. It was like chorizo and egg. So they send you like every meal for your week or however many you want to do. And the thing is they've got a deal with Danielle's gym where it's cheaper if you pick it up at the gym.
Yeah.
So this is the first week I had to go into the gym this morning to pick them up. And I just felt term cronies were waiting by the door for me when I walked in to accost me. And she put the video up on her Instagram at Radio Danielle. But I just felt guilt. I felt like, if I'm going to the gym, I should be working out rather than just picking up food. But today I just picked up food. We'll start with picking up food. We'll build up to lifting weights and being more physically fit.
Yeah. Do they have a sauna and stuff there?
Not
well,
yet.
Tell them to get their sauna. And then you'll be in
I
there.
will say the sauna cold plunge, and I think she's got a cold plunge sitting around somewhere. That would make a difference.
Yeah.
It really certainly would. But it was just funny because I didn't really think about it. I'm like, all right, I'll be swinging by on Monday mornings to grab my meals. No big deal. And then I go in, and as soon as I cracked the door, I was like, I just feel guilty now. I just feel like I should be doing something rather than just picking up food and leaving.
You see jacked Corey Cardinal in the corner and stuff.
That's what it is. Everybody's just physically fit and like, oh, look at Mr. Fast Food Delivery Boy coming in to pick up his food.
What, you got some grilled chicken and broccoli? Get out of here.
No, we are. I know I've said it a million times. I think we just crested like a month with no food delivery. Oh. We've done it a bunch, but we this time said no. And I will tell you, this time it's sticking a little more because I have actively left my house to go get things that I never would before. So it's got to be just the dumbest thing that Americans are spending money on right now. I get it. And trust me, the amount of dollar bills that I've spent in my life is terribly depressing. I was talking to my neighbor about it the other day because he drove by and he was like, "Oh, I had to go pick up breakfast." We looked at our taxes and saw how much we spent on food delivery in the last year, and it was depressing. And it's like, it's not even. It's the food, whatever. You want to eat fast food, you want to eat from a restaurant, good on you. But it's like you look at it and you go, "Okay, I paid $30 extra to get the food delivered to my house." So with that in mind and trying to decrease the stress of having to cook and the ease of weekday nights, we're giving this rebuilt meal thing a try.
Smart. I started doing it more for here. I would get food sent here and all that. And you are right. You see it at the end of the year when I was doing my taxes and I was like, I spent this much on food delivery.
Well, and I think that I think we're at the point now too where we just explain it away.
Yeah.
Like, I know people out there because I've been one of them where you go and you'll get like a Chipotle or something like just for one person, and you look at it and you go, okay, this is $38. like I just literally paid $38 for a one person meal tonight, or you do something like fast food and you go, okay, I could have probably made out with this meal for about $10, and now it's costing me $25. It is crazy, but we Americans specifically, we want it when we want it, and I don't think that those businesses are going away anytime soon.
Do you have any apps that are for like McDonald's, Dunkin', stuff like that?
No, I feel like I should, and I'm going through a phase of trying not to eat fast food. But every time I go to a Mickey D's and they're like, "Will you be using the mobile app today?" I'm like, "Well, what if I was? What does that mean?
It'll make it quicker.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, and cheaper.
Quicker
and cheaper because you just pull up and you give them the code.
Oh, and then so it'll be like already like you're not even ordering there then.
Exactly.
You just name the code and then like, all right, pull around.
Yeah, you might have a little, depending on how big your order is, you might have to wait a little bit, obviously, because they're going to make it fresh. But stack points, get free stuff.
Oh,
things are cheaper on the app. They have deals.
I assumed there were things like.
I love
that.
how you're like, I'm trying to get off fast food. I'm like, whoa, have you got the apps?
I'm like, I'm off the rails, brother. I'm back. I'm absolutely back. No, but I assumed you saved money by using the app. I just didn't know that people were like ordering through the app.
Yeah, my thing is I use it a lot for the Dunkin'. I'll order it and I'll have it ready for when I pull up, and then
you hit this one right here.
Yeah, this one right here.
How's that going?
For the most part, it's been good. They know me now.
Yeah, I was going through every single day for a long time, and once I felt like they knew me and we were like in a flow, it was good. I also think they hired all new people at one point. So for a minute there, it was kind of like, will I leave with a coffee today? like what will happen here today? Will I be trapped for an hour or will I leave with a beverage? It's hard to tell. An iced Dunkin' when it hits right, though, is a nice way to start your day.
Yeah, and we were speaking of the Tim Hortons. Someone told me yesterday on Facebook that, yeah, you're right, there's a Tim Hortons.
Yeah. Is it open yet?
East Bradenton.
Yeah, that's worth a little. I'm looking for reasons to take Sunday drives now. That's a nice little Sunday drive to go down and get yourself an ice cap down to Bradenton.
If you ever do, telling you.
Oh, I will.
Tell them make it with chocolate milk, and it'll change your life. The ice cap with chocolate milk instead.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're really Canadian, man. I didn't believe you until just right now.
You'll be all about it, eh?
Oh, let me get the extra chocolate milky.
That sounded Mexican. That sounded like
me?
Mexican.
Well,
Mexican Canadian.
Mexican Canadian.
Hey, Holmes, get the thing, eh?
Multicultural. I texted you yesterday and I said, just so you know, I said Talladega is starting right now.
Yeah.
It's a super speedway racing. And I understand it was such a gift with such a big race yesterday to not have the Bucks playing, because normally I'm back and forth, and if they would have started at 1, there would have been an absolute conflict, and I usually lean more Buck heavy when the Bucks are on. But yesterday without the Bucks, I was able to pretty much dedicate my my afternoon to watching the race. And I know that a lot of maybe hardcore fans and even a lot of racers don't love the super speedway racing, but it's so damn insane to watch. Like these guys going 200 miles an hour right on each other's bumper, right on each other's door. And Chase Briscoe won. So if you've been following along with me trying to get people into NASCAR, that means that Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin are the only two locked in to the final race, which one final race will be for the championship. So one more race before the championship. So based on points, you'll get another, unless we get another unique winner. So it's Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, and Kyle Larson are the ones that are in position right now. Dude, my guy William Byron was right up there fighting for the lead, got bumped back a little bit, and got crashed. Got wrecked coming right up to the finish line. So he dropped way back. But it's getting very exciting. And like I said last week, if you're somebody who goes, I don't know what the hell's going on, this is the dream time to get in, because all you need to know is there's one race and then one race after that, and 4 people will be eligible to win the championship. And I think it's going to be Denny. Denny led a bunch of the laps yesterday, even in a position where he didn't need to win or do anything.
Yeah.
He was up in the front. So
well, that was what I was going to ask you, is the people that are locked in, are they kind of just sitting back working on maneuvers, or is it kind of like, no, you want to race every race like you have to win and be prepared for the championship?
It's funny because I would have thought that it's just lay back, but then I think the other side of that coin is, why not just go balls to the wall?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, if you crash, you're already locked into the championship. So if you can just race in a way that maybe you wouldn't race, from taking risks and pushing it, you can do that probably, maybe not just as easily, but it's really the same thought as laying back.
Yeah.
It's like, if I lay back and I don't come in a great position, everything's going to be fine. But it's also like, if I race my ass off and I make it up to the front and I get crashed, it doesn't really matter either because I'm going to be in that final race to win the championship. So it was a great race. I'm not necessarily the biggest Chase Briscoe fan. I was hoping for Byron or Blaney to win, but still very, very exciting. Did you turn it on for even a second?
No.
You don't have to lie to me.
No, I didn't.
Were you watching football?
No, I was watching.
The hell? Were you watching murder documentaries?
Yeah, I was watching I think I was just stuck on the Gacy thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I almost can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
I feel like between true crime documentaries and NASCAR, both of them are minor influences that I've put into your brain. So
And runarounds.
I'm only mildly upset that you didn't turn it on, but it was a hell of a race. I'm gonna skip the story about the weed. I'm gonna save it for the joints because I don't want to give it short shrift. But I'll just say it is it's a weird thing because I do believe if we want to be supporters of the plant and we want to get recreational, we want people to think properly. I do think that people who smoke weed have to be mildly considerate of those around them.
Yeah.
And that a lot of people who hate it and fight so strongly against it, especially up in New York right now, they go, well, it just smells like weed everywhere. and I get if you don't smoke weed, you don't like it. Like I don't think that we can, just because you get somebody to support the cause, it doesn't mean you're going to get somebody to enjoy the smell of weed everywhere. How we ultimately get to that point, I'm not sure. But this story has to do with a lady who had enough of it with her neighbor and ultimately took her to court. And the outcome might surprise you. We'll kick off the joints with that in just a second. But I have a feeling these are some vroom vroomers on the line. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, guys, this is Dave. Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom, baby. What's up?
I'm going to tell you, my very first NASCAR race live was Talladega back in 91, 92. I got out of the military, went back to Tennessee, and all my boys were like, yeah, man, we go to Talladega every year. It's like, you want to go? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I'll tell you, man, there's nothing like it. It's just like going to a hockey game. Once you see it live, you got to have more.
Yeah. The people that talk to me about what that whole experience is like, it's rowdy and a hell of a time. So I'm thinking maybe next year I'll pop my Talladega cherry, and I appreciate it. That my whole thing is, and again, this NASCAR thing, I don't think it's going to be a phase. I understand I get into things and they go away, but you know how people like to travel and go to different like ballparks and different football stadiums?
Yeah.
I think our thing might be traveling to go to different NASCAR, because there's some really cool locations. Like Pocono is up in the mountains, New Hampshire, in a really beautiful area. Like kind of plan trips around going to races. Nashville, and don't forget, it's not the Cup Series, but next year in February, NASCAR will make its debut in St. Pete as part of the Grand Prix weekend. They're going to be racing the Truck Series, which ultimately I think is probably a test to see if they want to bring more NASCAR races here. So if you have any interest at all, show up and show out for the NASCAR Truck Series, and that'll probably increase the chances of NASCAR making a proper debut in the streets of St. Pete, which would be so crazy to think about, a Cup Series race in downtown St. Pete,
which we got to get in the mix for if that ever does happen.
Have to. Even the Truck Series, I'm trying to get as involved as humanly possible. So NASCAR hasn't realized what we're doing for the brand over here yet. As soon as they do, we're going to the next level.
Josh, tell them more.
Yeah, exactly. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
How you doing? My name is Joe.
Joe, what up? What up, Joe?
How you doing? You mentioned earlier the number of weeks that are left before the championship ends. Am I to believe that there's 3 weeks left in this whole thing?
No, there's one more race before the championship. So technically only 2 more races total.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. So it's in that the final championship is just one race, which a lot of people do not like. But so one other driver could get in with a win next week, and then there'll be one driver who gets in on points. And during that final race, there are only 4 drivers eligible to win the championship, and it's just whoever places best out of those 4 wins the championship.
Yeah. Did you watch Bubba Wallace?
I did. Bubba was leading the race for quite a bit, and he was leading it down to the wire too. I thought he had a good chance of winning, but obviously did not pull it off.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Nope.
Okay, man.
Appreciate it.
Good afternoon.
You too. Thank you. Last call, then we got to go to break. Senning Show, you're live.
Hey, vroom, vroom. Ross Chastain, what's happening? Paul.
I got to say, Paul, you earned yourself a pass forever just because of the Brooks and Dunn comment, by the way. I find myself thinking of Brooks and Dunn more often than ever because of you.
Sir, I'm telling you right now that I guarantee the people who are going, that guy that called in saying you guys are Brooks and Dunn on radio is on point.
I think people are saying that. I absolutely believe. Chastain, he was up near the front yesterday, too. Couldn't pull it off, but he was up there.
Yeah, gosh darn it. I know it. But anyways, hey, listen, so I'm going to try to hook you guys up for the Grand Prix for the truck race down here.
Okay.
So I'm going to definitely come by and now your station is on 4th Street, right?
Yes, it is. But what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do, though? You say you're going to come here. Like, what are you going to do?
Well, first of all, I want to bring you some die-cast cars stuff for your you said you have a little bit of tinkle stuff, right. So I want to bring you Denny Hamlin stuff like that. I got like 30,000 freaking, stuff that I'm not look at anymore. But anyway, I love your show.
We
guys
love you,
are
Paul.
Definitely, you Brooks and Dunn's a radio, man. We love you guys, man. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Playing you out with
Appreciate
some Brooks and Dunn.
Think of losing you.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to fire up John's Joints with Drew Garabo. Lots to get to today. We'll kick it all off with that story about, they're calling it a landmark court decision about smoking weed in your own home. Keep it locked to the bone.
There's always room here for
Protect your home with Reese Windows and Doors. Trusted for over 50 years to deliver the highest quality factory direct hurricane impact windows, with most installs done in under 8 weeks. Our dude, a cat named Mo, just got his whole house decked out by Reese Windows and Doors. He absolutely loves it. And if you want to win yourself $25,000 in new windows, absolutely free, all you got to do is text TRUST to 20129. If you've entered in the past, good deal. You're locked in. You're going to be entered for the $25,000 as well. It's TRUST to 20129. Reese is a family-owned business. These products are made in America. You can also get a free quote at reesewindows.com.
She'll come back someday.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. You're not too scared to party, are you? Elysian Space Dust IPA presents The Bone's Halloween Takeover, happening Friday, October 31st on Halloween night. And you're invited, Bone fam. Come hang with your favorite people from The Bone. Party with the Mike Calta Show at Locals from 7 to 9 p.m. Meet up with JP, Monica, and Dizzy at Where's Jubes from 8 to 10 p.m. Kick it with John Senning and Dizzy at the Galley from 7 to 9 p.m. And get down with Drew and Mo at the Emerald from 8 to 10 p.m. Wear your costume and win. Each show will be hosting a $500 costume contest. And don't be scared to make it to the final resting place, which will be at Thirsty First, with a spooktacular performance from the Mike Calta Show Band. Pitbull Toddler at 10:30 p.m. Crawl your way through downtown St. Pete with Elysian Space Dust IPA. If you dare. The Bone's Halloween Takeover on Halloween night.
For more info, go to theboneonline.com.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Add value and security to your property today by contacting Fence Outlet. Now offering customers 0% financing for 12 months on any Fence product. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more details. Terms of financing apply. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Your brain holds all the pathways to memories, to dreams, the very essence of your human spirit. At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, our experts protect those pathways. With state-of-the-art technology and groundbreaking treatments, we care for the most complex neurological conditions. So you can keep moving, keep dreaming, keep being your whole self. Visit the Brain and Spine.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2026 Kia Sportage, just $239 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco-Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN now or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
John Senning here. You know, I've been talking about how great the folks at Reese Windows are, and I'm here with my good buddy, a cat named Mo.
What's up, Chupacabra?
You know, Mo, you are a real deal actual customer of Reese Windows.
Absolutely. We were looking to replace the windows, so we gave Reese a call. They came in, explained how it all worked, how installation is included.
And was that installation done in under 8 weeks?
Actually, it was done sooner, and the customer service from start to finish was the best. John, my windows look so good as I look looking through them.
Go check it out for yourself and get a free quote today at reesewindows.com. That's reesewindows.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are solving the unsolvable. Our transplant experts are using new technologies like machine perfusion to increase the number of usable organs, reduce waiting times, and allow more patients to receive life-saving liver, heart, kidney, and lung transplants. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
At Sprouts Farmers Market, the Sprouts brand sale's going on now. And who knows Sprouts brand best? Our own team members.
What I like about Sprouts, it's quality. My favorite snack is a coconut roll.
One of my go-to meals at home is their organic penne ricotta.
Save 20% off hundreds of delicious, healthy Sprouts brand products. Organic produce like our super green salad mix. Your next fave, organic Italian farfalle pasta. Even decadent treats like our vanilla wafer bites. All 20% off through October 21st.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. People often ask me why our mattresses last so long. The answer is simple. We build them right. Not only are OMF mattresses durable, they give you peace of mind from day one. When you invest in a mattress from OMF, you're investing in better sleep tonight and smart savings for years to come. No more frequent replacements, no more wasted time shopping. To learn more about the true value of durability, visit originalmattress.com and read our latest blog on getting the most from your mattress investment.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your Tampa injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me, ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hey, it's JP, and with Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready on your timeline. Mark Spain Real Estate has over 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected.
Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/free. QUO.com/free.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Come on, get nasty.
Welcome back to Senning Show, getting you through your Monday. You do have Buccaneers football tonight, which takes the edge off a little bit. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. Known to make the earthquake, sporting the shirt that says Shake and Bake. He is Drew Garabo.
Hi.
I wanted to mention it while we were all together. Make sure you're making your plans. It is the 1025 The Bone takeover of downtown St. Petersburg. You will be able to see any and all of the people from 1025 The Bone that you want to. Dizzy and myself will be at the galley from 7 to 9. Drew Garabo Live, meaning Drew Garabo and a cat named Mo, are going to be at the Emerald from 8 to 10. It all ends at Thirsty First with Pitbull Toddler at 10:30. But make your plans. It's I don't know if you heard me say earlier, I drove the tour, so I was trying to figure out like how far away everything is. Because I was thinking, and again, they don't want it to be called a crawl, so I don't know if they're like encouraging people to crawl or not crawl.
Okay.
But if you're down there, why not try to see everybody, would be my thought.
Right.
So you could totally make it. The locals is right down by Al Lang, which is a little bit further down there. And then obviously the galley is on 4th, and then you can loop back around. Where's Jubes is it's right next to Ruby's Elixir.
Yeah.
And the Emerald a little bit further down Central, and the final resting place of Thirsty First, the new location, which was formerly Acropolis, is pretty much right up the block from the Emerald. So I believe in all of you, and if you really want to, you'll be able to see everybody down there.
Sarah and I got costumes on Saturday.
You did?
Yeah, we went to Spirit Halloween store.
Dude, have you been following the craze of Spirit Halloween? Well, no, it's just children are obsessed with it. Like, absolutely. I thought it was just my nephews, but I've come to learn, like, there are songs about it, and, like, other people's kids, all they want to do is go to Spirit Halloween. Like, did they have all of the big operating animatronics, and you, like, hit the button, and they scare you and all of that?
Yeah, it was cool. I was surprised at the remarkably light crowds for a Saturday 2 weeks before Halloween. We went to the one on McMullen Booth.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised.
Thought it'd be packed.
I think people also go early. I think people go and get it out of the way. Have you ever heard the Spirit Halloween song?
I've not.
Oh, can I cut you off a piece?
Please.
This is fun. I guess it's like a legit artist that wrote this song, but the kids love it.
This is the sequel to the famous Spirit Halloween. I put grandma in a Motel 6 and spent $100,000 on animatronics. Talking Spirit Halloween made me rich, so now I'm gonna throw a party and unleash my spirit. I turned my house into a Spirit Halloween. I've got clowns in the kitchen, I've got Krampus on the keys, I've got
It's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's great.
So, are we keeping secrets, or do you want to tell, or what? I don't want to.
You'll have to show up on Halloween night to find out our matching costume.
I totally jumped the shark in that the idea, we should have almost had a meeting where they said, none of the on-air people tell anybody what you're wearing. And that's like part of the deal is like find out what everybody's costume is the day of, but I already blew my load, if you will.
I will.
So is it? And I'm not going to grill you too much, but is it a couple's costume? Okay,
Yes.
so they work in sync with each other.
They do. Yes.
Are they? Okay, one final question.
All right.
Do they connect actually? Like, are you
No.
going to be like the body of a horse and she's going to be the head or the something like that?
No. We were looking for the ultimate hers and his. I feel like we found it that kind of represents both of us, pop culture. You're going to love it.
Is it horny?
It's not that horny.
Okay. I saw.
Not that horny.
I walked
Anything's
in
horny.
I walked in the studio today, and I didn't know what was going on because Diz was sitting over here by himself, and Monica and Joj were like pantomiming something, and Monica was like doing like motions across her legs and bodies, and my first thing I thought was that's messed up. They're telling secrets right here in front of Diz, but Monica I guess was telling Joj what her costume was without Diz hearing, and I said whatever you're doing with your hands makes me think it's slutty, and she said it is.
What would Monica be that's slutty?
It's show related, apparently, too.
It's got to be something jackhammer.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think we determined that our guess was like she's going to be like rock or sidewalk or something.
Yeah, she and Spike are going to have matching costumes probably.
Whatever gets jackhammer. Dude, how crazy would that be if it was like a plan that they had that they were going to unveil themselves as a couple and he's married. Right?
No, he's not.
Well,
have you seen evidence of that?
No,
Okay,
no.
well.
Everything I've ever seen pertaining to Spike tells me he's not married.
Right.
The only thing that I have to believe that he is he says it every now and again.
Yeah, I
Like the
don't
man
believe it.
lives a life of a single man.
Yep.
He lives bellied up to the bar at Hooters. He, no offense, Spike, touches and gropes every woman that he comes across.
Yep.
He is. If his wife's out there, I'm sorry, but it's just not.
I don't think she exists. Like Norman Bates' mom was actually dead, and it was him
Yeah.
wearing the thing. I think Spike does the same thing, but as his wife.
Mo's known him for 9 years and has never met his wife.
Which is the craziest thing.
That's also, like, again, I don't want to totally like trash their life, but like, can you be in a healthy marriage if like the people closest to you have never even met you in person, like never
no.
been
Good
to a
question.
station event, never been around at all of these places where he is? I would say I'm thinking now. Well, I'm excited to see it. I've already let the cat out of the bag. I am Macho Man.
Oh, yeah.
It's very
Daniel's the
excited
Space
about
Cowboy.
it. Yes, which I have not seen yet. I don't know if you heard me say earlier, we're doing a test run on our costumes tonight. So
good.
I will see hers for the first time tonight, and I'll be wearing mine as well.
Yeah, Sarah and I thought briefly about doing like like having Sarah be a Space Cowboy also. And I'd be
like a
different
counterpart?
wrestler.
Dude, you could have been Hogan. We could have been the Mega Powers.
Like the zombie Hogan.
Yeah. That would have been a good one.
It would have, but I'm happy with what we settled on.
John's Joints being brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash. Just a great car wash. You like keeping your car clean every single day? Well, that unlimited membership plan is for you because you can go through today. You need to go through again tomorrow because you hit a mud puddle. Maybe you got some sand in the backseat of your car. Go right back through. Long wash tunnels, spacious vacuums, amazing, thoughtful staff. They have locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and Spring Hill. So make your way in. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down. I'm sure this is a thing that happens with people who get new vehicles. I cannot stop obsessing over every little thing on that vehicle. Like it rained last night.
Yeah.
I was ready to have a meltdown. Like it's Florida. We live in Florida. Like it's going to rain. But it was so waxed to precision when I got it from Furman that like every time I walk out, I see a little, like a guy 3 doors down from me mowed his lawn.
Yeah.
And like I could tell a little bit of the dust was like hovering through the air. I would imagine that'll go away in a couple weeks, but it's legit. Every time I walk up to it, I'm like, I got a little leaf piece right here. Like it's just
That's adorable.
You've never had a new car.
No, I never
So,
have.
that's
So it's
natural.
but I need it to go away. I need that obsessive element of it to go away because it's just it's a lot.
Any reason to go out? This guy's pouring out milk and like, we got to get milk. I'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
I really am. Even this morning, like I just put the top down and I just cruised around. I had to go pick up my meals from Danielle, and then I just drove around a little bit. It's
She's making your meals?
no, it's I'm doing the
Yeah, she's a trad wife now.
yeah. No, I'm doing the rebuilt meals. We're trying that out where it's like the meals where you have like dinner every night of the week. And we got a deal if we picked it up from Elevate from
Oh, that's
Danielle's
cool.
gym. So I was saying earlier there was a level of guilt that I walked into the gym and they were all working out and I'm like
Here for the food.
just here to get my food, folks. Don't mind me.
What do you have for dinner tonight?
I've got a selection upon selections. I'm trying to think what caught my eye. There was it was like a turkey. It was like a Southwest seasoned turkey burger with spaghetti squash was one of them.
Okay.
This morning I had eggs with chorizo and bell peppers.
Yum.
And then they had all stuff for Danielle, like meatless stuff. So there's tons of stuff. There was like brisket and cauliflower mac and cheese. Like we got tons of meals that are all very adventurous. So I'm excited. And I was saying earlier, the biggest thing is trying to eat healthier and just know what you're eating. But secondly, just cooking dinner every night. And we're often late eaters. So the idea of like getting to the night of being like 8 o'clock and being like, okay, let's fire up the grill or start the oven. It's like, that's what drove us to do that.
So everybody's composition is different when it comes to their bodies. But I found if I eat my last meal here, I'm in better shape. So what I do is I meal prep right before I leave the house. While I'm listening to you, usually I'll make a grilled chicken breast with some quinoa and some vegetables and stuff, and I eat that at 6:30.
See, that is the right way to live your life.
Oh,
That is the right way to do it. But I'm just saying, out of all the different choices I can make in my life, not having that meal like somewhere near the end of my day, even if it's a couple hours before I go to bed, there's just something about like that exclamation point of the meal that if I ate, so that puts you like what time? Like
6:30. So I don't eat anything past 6:45.
Yeah, see, that's I could make every right decision in my life, and not eating past 6 something is just something that I could never. I don't have it in me.
No,
I just
same.
I do not have it in me.
Especially when I'm watching like a TV show, I want something to snack on. When I'm watching my TV.
Yeah, you can train yourself out of that. I found like when I watch TV, I'm not even hungry at all anymore.
Well, I will tell you, there's another major factor in my life that makes me want to eat something later in the evening, and that's so many people that are like long-term, lifelong smokers are like, oh, you still get the munchies, and it's like I don't think it's the munchies. It's just
food tastes good.
Once I smoke, it's like, I want to eat something. Like so maybe it is the munchies. Yeah. I guess that is what they call the munchies. But I can go like I could enjoy a good meal. You know what I mean? Like I could sit down and eat broccoli and chicken breast and all of that and still enjoy it. Like I don't have to be like, give me some Doritos. Like I can just enjoy decent food as well. But yeah, that level of strength I haven't achieved yet.
You feel better doing it, man. We fool ourselves into thinking we can eat late in the day and still lose weight, but man, that last meal I think is the key.
Yeah,
it's because you eat other meals too, right? Like you're not like that's not your one meal of the day.
Oh no, I have a good breakfast before the gym, a nice light protein after the gym, and then somewhat of a lunch, and then my dinner.
Yeah, I'm hoping this will regiment me a little bit more too. I've been teasing this now for roughly 30 minutes, so let's get to it. An elderly woman just scored a landmark court win against her neighbor that will force him to stop smoking weed in his own home.
What?
This lady, first of all, has a very interesting name. Josefa Hippolyta Shepard. She's 76, go figure, of Washington, D.C., said the feces...
What?
The feces or skunk smell. Now, I will tell you this. For non-weed smokers, I do think sometimes there are certain strains of weed that if you didn't know what it was, could smell like
feces?
Yeah.
Really?
Cat pee.
Yeah, cat pee is another one. There are I don't know what element of the breakdown of the trichomes and all of those, the terps, make it just kind of this offensive, like super aggressive odor. But for somebody that doesn't know they're smelling weed, I think you could go, that smells like poopy. What's like you just might. And I started the convo earlier where I said, I do believe if we're looking for a United States of America where it's truly accepted, the hardcore smokers will have to take on some sort of recognition and consideration for their neighbors. It's happened. I've told the story a million different times. We ran our neighbor off. We ran our neighbor off here in St. Pete, and I felt bad about it. But like she knocked again, and she would come, and she was a nice lady. And so then I started going out back, and then once I started going out back, she said it was coming through her back window.
Oh my God.
So it's like I've changed my life to where I'm going outside now. Like if that's not far enough, then I don't know what I can do. Like I'm not going to go walk up the block to go do this thing. And I did. I felt bad. She was a young, kind of cool person. Like she wasn't being overly aggressive about it. She told me that it would wake her up in the middle of the night.
Oh, come on.
She said I would wake up. She goes, and I don't know if she said she couldn't breathe or it made her want to throw up. But she did have some sort of aggressive, like, I can't get back to sleep once I smell it.
Get out of here.
And this lady is as equally as dramatic. She said she even once vomited when her neighbor who lives on the ground level of an adjoining home sparked it up. So she sued. I was not interested in money. I was interested in getting fresh air in my home, she told the Washington Post. After 5 years, and this lady represented herself, she won her case in the D.C. Court of Appeals. A lower court judge had already ruled in her favor in 2023, but the stoner neighbor, that is, appealed. The higher court ended up siding with the woman, saying her use and enjoyment of her own property was more important than Cackett's, that's the guy, use and enjoyment of his marijuana. And here's the thing where this is the thing that I feel like really makes me see it from both sides. We lived in this apartment complex right here by the station. This is another well-documented story. We had a dude that lived right next to us. This is the guy who sits in his recliner and burns a carton of cigarettes all day. Like he was burning heaters in his apartment all day long. He was an elderly, as I like to call him, an elderly gentleman. And dude, something about the way that the air conditioning units ran together. If we opened our door, or if we turned on the air conditioning, there were times where we could see the cigarette smoke coming through the vent by our front door.
Just wafting in.
And it was like, I would walk in sometimes and you think you're walking into the Emerald. I mean, it was so aggressive. And so we literally heard the same thing from the apartment complex. They said, well, this guy is in his apartment. There's nothing that we can do about it. And I think maybe that's the moment that I realized, although cigarette smoke is not the same, it is, weed smoke could be equally as offensive to another person. Having experienced smoke that I found to be offensive, I wouldn't necessarily want anybody to have to go through the same.
Isn't it funny when we don't smell it, but you get someone who doesn't smoke and they walk into a place where you are and they're like, oh my God, it smells like weed. And you're like, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. My big mama had like a truffle pig nose for that thing. She would smell it like nothing on me. I would smoke it like 2 days before and she's like, you got weed on you. I'm like, no, what do you mean?
Like a truffle nose pig.
So this guy tried arguing that he only smoked once a day and never longer than 5 minutes, all to cope with his many health conditions, including skin cancer, chronic hepatitis, arthritis, and sciatica. He said, I'm not Snoop Dogg, to the court. But the panel said it found it doubtful that he only smoked for just a couple minutes a day. The man has now been banned from smoking within 25 feet of this woman's home, including on his own property. Any violation could result in civil or criminal penalties for him. Marijuana has been legal in D.C. since 2015, but the case sets a new precedent there and potentially across the U.S. for annoyed neighbors.
So it's legal recreationally in D.C., but they're restricting where he can use it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a case for just call Mo.
It is a weird thing, and I believe, like when we talked about the recreational version that just hit that we fought last time here in the state of Florida, one of the big arguments against it was everything's going to smell like weed everywhere. And I don't know how you get around that. Like, I appreciate you don't smoke weed and you don't appreciate the smell of weed. That being said, how do you make it so that there will absolutely not be more weed smell in more places? Because there will be.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Cities like Denver, Seattle, like states like California, you can smell weed everywhere.
I mean, even St. Pete. St. Pete on a Friday night or any time. In St. Pete, they're also selling stuff out of little vans, and now they've got little popcorn machines that are full of weed stuff right there on the streets in St. Pete. So,
really?
Yeah, I think they kicked some of the vans out of the parking spots.
Yeah.
So now they have these little. They look like popcorn machines, but they have little displays in them on the corner, and you can just go up and buy joints and edibles, and it's the Delta.
I thought it was like how they have the popcorn, just buds, and you can just scoop the buds.
Like in the movie theater.
Yeah.
That would actually be pretty sweet if that was the case. It will be a battle. I think anywhere that especially when you go into places like Denver. I'm not saying everybody there is a weed head, but it's very liberal. The whole city is very hippy dippy in a lot of ways. You come into places like D.C. that you don't think of like that, or you come into a state like Florida where you've got the old guard, the people that are keeping it from being passed in this state. Those are the ones that will pitch a fit. And now you've at least got some version of a precedent where they can reference, hey, this lady was able to win, and we should be able to win too if we can't live comfortably in our house.
Yeah, we should be more. What you said is echoing in my ears. We should be more considerate to the people who just are repulsed by the smell.
But that being said, if it's not in your own home,
right,
where is it? You know what I mean? You got to go sit in your car. You got to go. We got to put up little pods in neighborhoods where people go smoke their weed. Like, I just feel like the only thing I can think that would be considerate is just using it in your own home, and clearly that's not enough.
Use it at your house, light an incense. That should help the smell a little bit.
I would find some incense that smells like
weed,
chronic,
Oh,
and then light that
hilarious.
every day. So when the cops or she comes knocking on the door, like, hey,
This is incense. What do you want to? Blame Bath and Body Works.
Dude, I don't know if I shared this with you, but so we were just up in Michigan. And by the way, did you see? Let me see if I can find the clip real quick before just recreating it. But so we were up in Michigan, and our hometown is just there are weed stores everywhere. So my buddy Tim, his parents, pretty much how we got to be smoking weed. Like his parents were stoners our entire life. Well, now they've got 2 dispensaries and a grow operation right a block from their house, and they're actively, while being giant stoners, going out and fighting the city, saying this is too egregious. Like this is too much. The smell is too much. And I think you're always going to have those battles.
If you've never smelled a grow facility before, I remember when we went to AltMed when they first started Move out in Ruskin. And literally, as soon as you pull into the parking lot, you can smell the overpowering, beautiful, pungent aroma.
Well, it's almost on a higher level. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we've all smelled weed, and we've all probably smelled a bunch of weed, and you smell burning weed. But when you smell that much product being grown, it like hits you in your chest. I thought it was great because I've said that I think Michigan has one of the best weed scenes. Yeah. And Jelly Roll was on College Game Day, and they were picking between, I believe, Washington and Michigan, and he took it as an opportunity to shout out the Michigan weed scene.
Nice. I'll be honest, Pat. I probably shouldn't say this on national TV, but if this came down to the battle of the growers, I'm riding in Michigan, baby. So we're going to put Big Michigan up there. They go Big Blue, baby. My favorite place to partake in recreational activity in America.
Of the green thumbs up there.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That is great.
Shout out to Jelly Roll.
Michigan's got some great products. Shout out to Lance.
Yeah, they really do. From what I understand, people. It seems like it helped. I know sometimes they say that it hurts, and a lot of people use Denver and say that since they started doing weed, there's more homelessness and stuff. When I go back to Michigan, it feels like it saved the state. When you look at a state that was so built on manufacturing, and you think of Roger and Me, the documentary that Michael Moore did about the car manufacturers leaving, I think that it was kind of Michigan was looking for their purpose and looking for this business that could kind of bring some of these areas back. And for me, I feel like I was there before and I was there after, and it seems to have stimulated the economy and got people jobs and has businesses and locations rented out. So I know it's probably not a one-size-fits-all, but in Michigan, I feel like it's helped the state kind of re-find themselves when they were lost.
Wasn't there a state like Oklahoma that wasn't making the money off of, like the only state that wasn't?
Dude, they're in a complete disaster mode right now because they went like the opposite. When we were talking about what was going to happen in Florida here, the thing was there was only going to be a limited amount of licenses given out, or you already had to be growing under the medical, and they weren't really going to give out any new licenses to grow. In Oklahoma, they rolled out the most extensive plan to give the most amount of licenses to grow of anywhere else. So you have these hundreds, if not thousands, of different grow operations. So they have so much weed and so much product. You go in there. You can watch YouTube videos where they go and tour the dispensaries. 5 grams of wax for $10. An ounce of weed for $15. Like they can't. God. They're overwhelmed with product because they let so many people grow it that they can't sell it quick enough. That they essentially have to give it away.
If anyone's living in Oklahoma and listening, hit me up on Instagram, please.
There are people who travel states and states to go to Oklahoma and stock up. That's why I think you need to decriminalize, and anytime the government gets involved, it's a disaster. But you decriminalize it on a national level, and then you can at least create some framework where everybody can make money, and you don't have these oddballs that are making too much money or not making any money. It's an interesting thing. We live in a country where different states might as well be different countries at this point.
Yeah,
right.
A sad story for a buck that a lot of people knew when he was playing during a time that wasn't the greatest time to be a Bucs fan. But former NFL star running back Doug Martin reportedly died while in police custody in California. He was 36 years old. Martin's family announced via statement that he died on Saturday, October 18th, this past Saturday. Hours prior to the family announcement, the Oakland Police Department had launched an in-custody death investigation. According to Oakland PD, that home was at the center of 2 separate emergency calls, an alleged break-in and a medical emergency. When police arrived at the scene, they found a person inside the home, and officers in Oakland placed them in custody. During the process of detaining that said person, a brief struggle ensued. That person was eventually placed into custody. While in custody, the aforementioned individual allegedly suffered a medical emergency and was pronounced deceased at the hospital. The cause of Martin's death has not been announced as of today. In a news release published, Oakland labeled the person who died while in custody as an individual, but never explicitly named that person was Doug Martin. So I think have you seen anything else on it?
No, you said exactly what I know.
Yeah, the Martin known by most. I do hate this because everybody's saying the muscle hamster. Yeah. He hated it so.
Oh, did he really?
He hated it so. I think we had him on the show.
We did.
Yeah,
and he did not like it.
Yeah.
Did you reference it? And he's
no. That was right when he said he didn't like it, and we asked him about it.
Yeah,
and he did not.
And he was very open about the fact that he did not like it. Among the NFL circles, the California native was mostly known for his time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before he finished his career with the then Oakland Raiders. And just a bummer. He was a young guy, gone too soon. Without knowing too many of the details, anytime a dude this young passes untimely, it's a sad story.
It is, and I don't want to go to the CTE route right away, but so many of these dudes finish their careers and like a Junior Seau. It's amazing when I hear Ian Beckles. I'm like, man, this dude played one of the roughest positions in sports, yet is able to communicate so effectively. I'm sure he deals with some stuff, but man, these poor guys.
And he played in the rough era.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like here with so
they didn't even wear helmets.
Pussified now. Yeah. They didn't even wear helmets. It was the leather ones.
Dude, you're absolutely right though, and I've been remiss in not even really thinking about that yet. But you're absolutely right in that these guys go out there and especially in a position like that with a style of running that he did.
He just tucks his head down and mows through.
Yeah, it's not that far-fetched to think that it could have had something to do with the game. I was trying to I was thinking about him, and I was trying to think back to what years it was that we had season tickets because we were in the heyday of the muscle hamster. And I realized last night we had season tickets for the Bucs in 2010 and 2011, and it was to tell you how much time has changed, dude. We paid $31 a seat a game for season tickets in that year, and that was in I believe the two seasons that we had. I could be wrong. They might have both been. I don't remember if Raheem had one season or two, but it was in the Raheem Morris, Schiano days that we had tickets, which think back to those you realize how good we got it now. I mean, if somebody would have told you then that we'd be going into a matchup like now on Monday Night Football with pretty much the best team in the league on the line, it would be fun to know.
I enjoyed your first segment where you were talking about that you're no longer torn, which is really cute because you're wearing a John Kitna jersey today. So.
Yeah. We are on Bo TV. People did see that I was that I am wearing a Lions jersey. Yeah, no, it doesn't hit me the way that it did. I think I needed to get over that initial hurdle of the Bucs and the Lions being in a position like that for the playoffs to look inside my soul. But really, once I got past that, I just don't feel drawn to the Detroit teams the way that I once did.
What are your guts telling you about tonight? Does the Baker for MVP train keep on rolling, or do we come crashing down to earth?
I think it'll be a close game, and I think we're going to win with a field goal.
I think we break away from the Lions in the second half. I think that it is a shootout of sorts in the first half. I think the second half we pull away. We're starting to get some pieces back of the puzzle. I believe Mike Evans is back.
Oh, he's good for today.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I believe that it won't be extremely close by the time it's all said and done. I'm thinking 42-28 Bucs.
Wow.
Holy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the Lions have showed glimmers of melting down.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this isn't not that they've just crushed everybody for the past couple of years, but they're faltering in moments that maybe they hadn't faltered in the years past.
You're right, but if I'm a betting man, and I would take the over on Jared Goff on everything tonight. I think he is going to pick apart our secondary. I think Amon-Ra gets over 100 yards and some touchdowns, but Bucs can still win.
I think my other prediction, I'm going to lose all my parlays. That's another one.
Yeah. So are you didn't give us a direct answer. Bucs win or Bucs lose?
Yep.
You're wearing a shake and bake shirt.
Okay, Bucs win, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shake and bake.
I wasn't forcing your hand. I just meant like even if you say they lose, you still get a pass because you're wearing a Baker shirt.
No, I think they win.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting.
Oh, can't wait.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, more joints to fire up. A debacle that Grady Judd is referring to as a McMess. I'll tell you what happened at a McDonald's in the state of Florida. And never heard of anything like this in my entire life. People who own their homes and live in their homes are being booted out and being told that the Native Americans are taking their land back and they need a GO. We'll talk about that and a bunch more on the back half of John's Joints.
Young, dumb, broke, high school kid.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check in Hillsborough, the 3 right lanes remained blocked along westbound I-4 approaching I-75. Expect stop-and-go conditions back to Mango Road. Pinellas accidents include one southbound on Seminole Boulevard after 102nd Avenue North. There's one in St. Pete on 49th Street North at 38th Avenue. This is Jim with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
The Tampa Bay Lightning are back at Benchmark International Arena. Be the Thunder and cheer on the Bolts when they battle the Chicago Blackhawks this Thursday at 6:45. Great seats are still available at tampabaylightning.com/tickets.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Brandon can call home. Featuring a track and field, rock wall, a Hittrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Brandon Exchange. Grand opening celebration October 31st through November 2nd.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
At Sprouts Farmers Market, the Sprouts brand sale's going on now. And who knows Sprouts brand best? Our own team members.
What I like about Sprouts, it's quality. My favorite snack is a coconut roll.
One of my go-to meals at home is their organic penne ricotta.
Save 20% off hundreds of delicious, healthy Sprouts brand products. Organic produce like our super green salad mix. Your next fave, organic Italian farfalle pasta. Even decadent treats like our vanilla wafer bites. All 20% off through October 21st.
Hurry in for kickoff savings at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by owner assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Annuities, non-advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Pilot, just $469 per month. Or a new 2025 Honda Accord, just $289 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Honda now and save today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Transform your backyard with a black aluminum fence from Fence Outlet. For only $125 a month, that's less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot aluminum fence that turns any yard into your own oasis. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
It's October at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and that means it's Pinktober. And the Pinktober Poker Open will be kicking off on the 15th and will feature over $400,000 in guarantees, with a portion of the proceeds benefiting the American Cancer Society. Remember to sign up for a Unity card at the Players Club and receive 50% off voucher for Fresh Harvest Buffet. Get a free limited edition Hard Rock t-shirt and up to $200 on them. There's so many great restaurants and so many options to win. Stop on in and see them at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tampa.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Go to the contest page on theboneonline.com and enter to win tickets to see Styx with special guest Cheap Trick at the Big Hair Sound on Friday night, February 27th. Styx and Cheap Trick, Friday night, February 27th. Enter to win on theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul DeLegato. More good weather coming up. Clear skies overnight tonight. Lows about 65 to 70. On Tuesday, more sunshine, moderate humidity, and a high in the upper 80s to near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. That is Drew Garabo. He's got Drew Garabo Live coming your way in about 20 minutes. I'm calling everyone. I keep forgetting about that Surfer Girl show, November 13th.
Yeah,
That sound right?
Yeah, I think you're right. I just saw clips of him getting up there with Bikini Trill at some festival over the weekend, and that's two great tastes that taste great together.
I don't know if I want to do anything I don't know if I want to do anything negative in the Surfer Girl universe. I've never heard anything from him that I don't like. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
But
dude, he has a song that came out that I don't even know that I hate it. It's just an interesting direction to go in, and maybe I'll just play it.
Okay.
It's connected. I don't know if I'd call it a cover, but it's definitely connected to a band and a song that I know that you're not a fan of.
All right.
My friend's got a girlfriend and he hates that bitch. He tells me every day.
Ugh.
He says, man, I really gotta lose my chick in the worst kind of way.
Ugh.
She sits on her ass, he works his head to the bone.
Yeah, I thought it was just the chorus, but I think it kind of does the whole song.
Is that really Surfer Girl?
I'm not gonna lie. I wondered the same. Because this is a phenomenon that will happen on Spotify, where sometimes artists will put themselves under a different artist name, so it'll get like pumped into your weekly release. Like, if, let's say, like, this is a dumb one, but it happens all the time with Afro Man. Like, it'll say Afro Man, and then you click on it, and it's like a rap group that's not Afro Man at all. And they do that because they know that it'll get pumped in. And I thought maybe that was the case here, but it is.
It's like what Soulja Boy did when he started out.
Yeah, and it's also like it's like an electronic. It's essentially an electronic Offspring cover.
Say no way.
Oh my God!
Still love the guy, but
he's great.
That one's.
You got to message him and say what's up with that. Dude. What are you going through?
Can you pull this off of the? Can you pull this down from Spotify immediately? John's Joints being brought to you by MarijuanaDoctor.com. You want to get legit? You want to be able to burn those trees in your home? No questions asked. We got to get your card and go with MarijuanaDoctor.com. Use the code BONE30. That is going to get you $30 off the initial certification. The products, the prices, everything going on in the dispensaries in the state of Florida are they're just amazing. It's grown so much. There's the quality of the plant and the flowers has really grown a lot in the last 2 years. But to get your hands on it, you need to get your card. Go with MarijuanaDoctor.com. It's code BONE30. You'll be certified that same day. Do not wait. Over 40 locations throughout the state of Florida. So there's one near you. It will be easy as can be. Just use the code BONE30 at MarijuanaDoctor.com.
Can I just say the convenience of having your med card is insane. Do you remember when we were younger and you just couldn't find weed anywhere?
Yeah, or those moments where even if you had a guy and then you couldn't get a hold of the guy.
Yeah, he's all out.
Yeah, whatever it may be. It's so weird when I think back to those days because when I was working at Ruby's and we were living in Brandon, I was broke, like probably the brokest period of life. We were living in an apartment that was too expensive for us. And this guy would come and deliver me a gram. Like I was getting a gram at a time.
Delivered?
A
little nick bag.
And at the time, like I thought that was normal or okay, and it would last me. The craziest thing about it would last me a week.
What?
I was using the little cigarette one hitter thing, and I would just it was tough times. But if that guy didn't answer his phone, your boy was hurting.
Did you guys ever go to like another city or whatever and have to find it and go through that?
Dude. Dublin.
Yeah.
Oh, Dublin.
Dublin?
Yeah.
That seems easier.
Oh, it was not. They are drinkers. They are not smokers.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny. Everything that I see now is through the lens of Dave. That episode where they went to go do the video in Korea and they were like, oh, weed's not a big deal or anything. But it turned out the girl was like, had been seen in a video smoking weed and they were all in trouble over it. Dude. You talk about desperate. When we moved to Florida, so we lived in, the first place my parents moved was Tavares, Florida. Do not know a single soul. Right. Initially, I did not have a job until at least a couple weeks. I started at Applebee's. This is going to make me sound like a crackhead. Dude, I went to the hood of Tavares and I sat outside of the liquor store and just started asking strangers.
That's very brave.
Dude, it was I met a guy. I met a guy and it ended up being a thing. But that was you talk about going to a new city.
Yeah.
The guy was moving to a new city trying to figure out what to do.
I went out to Montreal way back and again, I didn't know anyone out there. My homeboy, he travels a lot and he goes, go on Craigslist, type in 420. Good luck. And I went through some things and I found a guy and met up and he was the nicest guy ever. And I was scared because I was like, they're going to either a cop's coming or someone's about to rob me.
I went to the hood in Orlando and I worked at Olive Garden. One of the dudes in the prisoner service there, they had like a halfway house.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I can help you. So we go to the hood and he just gets out, knocks on a door and comes back with, and it took like seconds. Like, oh, you couldn't get it? He goes, no, I got it. Here's your dime bag.
Dude, that reminds me. We went on a vacation to Orlando and I was the same thing. I forget where we were because you'd know the area really well. We were in like the resort area, sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
But we walked out of the resort and just walked down, same type thing, to a gas station. Ended up asking some dudes, like, hey, you need to walk down this road. There's an apartment complex down there. We'll meet you there. And dude, we walked into an area of Orlando. And this was when I still lived in Michigan. It's in world famous for many, many years.
A deaf weed dealer?
Yeah, dude, I had a deaf weed dealer, and it was just like he would talk like a deaf person talks.
Like ask you how's it going?
Yes, and I would just be like,
Did you?
I would try.
It is going fine.
I would try.
Do you ever consider learning ASL?
He was like school for the deaf. Like a couple times I went to the school for the deaf and like met him out front, and he was a real deal deaf guy.
So you just get in your car and be like, I got this new strain. And
Thank you. I couldn't bring myself to do it, but that's exactly.
It is a hurtful voice.
And that would be much easier to understand than what this guy was. His name was Giovanni. I text him every now and again. Still, he moved to Atlanta. I'll just text in and check in on him. Like he was. He was a sweet.
Is he still slinging that tree?
No. He got out of the game. But
that's good.
He was a sweet guy. The mayor of a picturesque city is warning homeowners they could soon lose their properties after a Canadian court ruled that the land belongs to a native tribe. The British Columbia Supreme Court awarded the Cowichan tribes an aboriginal title over roughly 800 acres of land in a city of Richmond, which is a suburb of Vancouver. The tribe was also given the right to fish for food, according to the court's August 2025 ruling. The ruling further declared that private ownership by the federal government and city of Richmond would be defective and invalid. The declaration was suspended so that the tribe and the federal government and the city would have an opportunity to make necessary arrangements. But there are people on this 800 acres of land whose houses will be taken from them.
I mean, it sucks, but look what happened to the indigenous Americans, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, they don't do it like we do here, right? They're just not like, hey, go build a casino and we'll let you have all the money. That seemed to have worked for us. Followed and has been billed as the longest trial in Canada's history, awarded to Cowichan ownership of an area the tribe calls the land of Tiquatins. I probably made that up. And refers to a traditional village site located along the Fraser River shoreline that was historically used for trade and fishing. The area currently consists of land and buildings valued at more than $1.3 billion. That they're going to be like, hey, get out. What do you even do?
I don't know. How many active indigenous American reservations do you think there are in the United States of America?
Can I look it up?
Please.
I don't know. You guess. First.
Oh, man. In the Midwest, there's probably a bunch of them. I'm going to say there are over 1,000 Native American reservations.
Wow. Saying under.
You throw out a number.
700.
There are approximately 326 federal Indian reservations. There are 574 federally recognized tribes. That includes the pueblos, the rancherias, the missions, and the villages.
The villages.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not that. I don't think it's that one. But dude, I had a story that kind of ties into this, but this might tie into it even better. You know, I told you I was watching that show on Netflix, The True Haunting, about the guy who was being haunted in his college dorm and all of that. So I finished it, and I'm giving out spoilers today, so just buckle up. It turns out that all this crazy stuff started happening to him physically. He was getting physically attacked by this ghost. Like he had whip marks on his back. He had all this stuff. So it turns out that this school was built on an old Native American. It was where they posted up on it wasn't necessarily a burial ground, but there was a what's the war?
French Indian War?
No,
French Spanish War. American Revolution?
Something like Revolution. It was a Revolutionary War. That makes more sense. So there was a guy who was ultimately taken and held captive by this tribe, and he was tortured for long periods of time. And they had this tree that was called the torture tree, and they tied this dude to a tree, and they tortured him for weeks and months on end. They cut off his ears. They did all of this insane stuff to him, right? It turns out that this kid, he was a runner. He was like a cross-country runner, ran by this tree, not knowing it, every day for like 6 months before all of this started happening. So they end up doing this research, figuring that out. And then the Revolutionary War person that was fighting on the not Native American side that found the tortured body was a long-distant relative of the kid who was being haunted in his and the other thing is the Conjuring people.
Yeah.
The
Ed and Lorraine.
They came and did a speaking engagement at the school while all this was going on, and their pointers and the stuff that they taught in the in this big expose talk is what they did to ultimately get them to go away. They communicated with him, and they have the audio tapes of when they tried to talk to them, and they pretty much did a seance where the whole thing was this guy, his spirit just wanted to be recognized, and he wanted people to understand that the torture that he went through. And there ended up being like 3 or 4 people, including the guy's dad, who had experiences with this entity, this attachment that got onto this kid, which was on the campus of a school.
That's the kind of entity I want, though. Like, that just wants me to know, like, what they don't want to like mess you up or anything.
Well, he did still want to mess him up. I mean, he did mess him. Like, dude, this one, and some of it's obviously reenactments, but he's like in the shower. They kind of made it seem like this. They got him. They kind of got him.
He dropped the soap.
He kind of. I mean, they didn't
like
say it exactly.
Succubus up the butt.
But he pinned him up against the shower wall and was. That was the thing. His friend found him in the shower, bloodied, beaten, and battered, and it was, as they say, by this.
That's the one you want, Drew?
Yeah,
maybe not. I just want to understand his pain.
Yeah, you need somebody a little more peaceful. You don't want that kind of.
Take me gently.
But it was pretty. The whole time I was watching it, I'm like, I don't know. And then the back half of it, I went, okay, I think this guy really had something happen to him.
I scrolled over that on Netflix, and then we watched The Strangers, which is still.
Dude, The Strangers, by the way, in the season of scary movies, The Strangers is one of my favorite franchises. That original one, the original one is great. They did a part 2 that was, I think, a straight to DVD release from that era that's still kind of good, a little cheesier, but then they rebooted it, I want to say, like last year, and they did Strangers Chapter 1. That one was pretty good, and then Strangers Chapter 2 just came out in the movie theater, and all the same, scary people and all that, and just that's one of those scary movies by, like, the things that don't happen are the scariest things. Like the fact that these people would just be like outside terrorizing the people.
For no reason.
Yeah. Oh, that's this new one. I don't know if they all do this, but it starts with like a statistic, and it says it has like the number of people every year that are victims of violent crimes by completely random people, and then it says like, yes, all of these people were attacked by strangers.
That's what really, I think, freaked me out about the first one is the randomness of it. Like, and like a usual horror movie, somebody survives at the end, and you're like, it feels kind of good.
Yeah, that old one with the two of them is.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Why'd you do this? Because you were home.
Yeah. And that jump scare at the end with the kids.
Dude. And the scene where the brother. The brother, right? Somebody comes to check on them.
The little kids.
No.
He's talking about the friend.
His friend Mike.
His friend. Dude, yeah.
That's a movie.
That is a really, really good,
also
terrifying, scary movie.
Kind of on the friend. Announce yourself. You see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Like he comes up and
going
like
wandering though.
Yeah. That would be tough.
Liv
It's one
Tyler's
thing to
hot.
if she's that's prime time. Liv Tyler. Yeah, we started the newest one over the weekend and we didn't get all the way through it, but I'll just say. Yeah, I won't say anything. Just because you're in the Stranger verse now, I don't want to ruin anything from the newest one.
Right.
But I just won't say anything. The new ones are good.
Terrifying.
And they're out in the theaters, believe it or not. Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live kicks off in mere moments. The best in afternoon entertainment. Thank you to everybody who listened, hung out in the Vroom Room today. Shout out to Ben Ruda and Caroline from Tiza. If you missed the update, go to the contest page at theboneonline.com. All you got to do is take a selfie with a Tiza puck at a Walmart, and you're registered to win a cabin for 2 for the Celtic Cruise. Check it out, theboneonline.com. We'll be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. But first, we love telling you about our buddy, Jeff Borum.
Jeff Borum's the dude who's going to help you through the entire home selling and buying process. The guy knows real estate. We love him and trust him, and so can you.
I've got a little different take, some new information for you today. Are you looking for a new career opportunity? Well, Jeff Borum of Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty, isn't here to waste your time. He's here to help you change your life. At Team Borum, they believe with the right system, support, and mindset, any agent can build a 6-figure business, and they back up that belief following their proven plan. If you don't earn $100,000 in your first year, they will pay the difference. Jeff's agents succeed because he invests in their growth every day. Team Borum provides daily high-quality leads full in-house support and weekly training. You can learn more at teamborum.com.
Join the team or use Team Borum to sell or buy your home. Team Borum is powered by eXp Realty. Google it right now. You can be packing tonight. BORHAM. Again, we know and trust Jeff Borum, and so can you.
I gotta rush out of here. I'm sorry, guys. The JoJo just sent me a picture. There's some creep outside my new vehicle.
Oh, man.
I'm afraid he's up to no good.
Better go regulate.
I gotta go by.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL, is sending you to see the Bucs play in Buffalo. It happens November 16th, and the trip includes hotel, airfare, and tickets to the game. To enter, just scan the QR code at participating locations. Visit BudLightFootball.com for complete details. It's Baker, Allen, and you. You should probably start practicing jumping through plastic tables now, just so you're ready when you get there.
This'll only hurt for a minute.
Win a trip to see the Bucs in Buffalo from Bud Light at 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check in Hillsborough, the 3 right lanes remained blocked along westbound I-4 approaching I-75. Expect stop-and-go conditions back to Mango Road. Pinellas accidents include one southbound on Seminole Boulevard after 102nd Avenue North. There's one in St. Pete on 49th Street North at 38th Avenue. This is Jim with traffic.
2 family members were violently rear-ended, but insurance denied liability. Farah and Farah used crash data to prove fault and secured $3 million. Farah and Farah is ready to cook. Tampa.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it? For less than $5 a day, only $125 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now, during Truck Month, we say yes to 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on 2025 Silverado 1500 LD for well-qualified buyers. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
The savings are big at Wesley Chapel Nissan, now under new management. Buy a brand new Nissan for under $20,000 or get 0% financing for 60 months on 3 popular new Nissan models. Plus, getting started is simple. Pre-qualify online at wesleychapelnissan.com and discover your buying power with no impact to your credit. Then shop hundreds of vehicles you've been pre-qualified for. All at Wesley Chapel Nissan, the big Nissan store on State Road 54. For complete details, call 813-540-4062.
New music, new tour. Modest Yahoo returns to Janice Live with his Ancient Child Tour. October 26th at 8 p.m. with special guest Aaron Dugan. Modest Yahoo.